Football game between Charlton County and Americus, and Gerald Riggs. I'll tell you, you look at Charlton County. Last year, they were in single A. Then the new classification was added this year, so they got bumped up to double A. They played Cartersville, last year's double A state champions, in the quarters and beat them 33-9.
Well, I tell you what, that speaks a heck of a lot for the coaching staff there to say that they were down there. They come up a level, and then look what they do. They're in the state championship. You can't say enough about the program and the coach over there. And I tell you what, they must have a great bunch of kids going into this season when you get a chance to say, hey, we're going to play against the bigger boys. These guys apparently responded and was able to do a lot of things to get to this championship playoff game.
All right, let's go downstairs now to Justin Wallace. Hello, Justin.
Hi, guys. This place is incredible. You don't really realize how big it is until you're down here on the field, and I think that kind of benefits Charlton County because they were here last year and they kind of know what to expect. On the other side of the ball, I think what Coach Eric Soliday of Americus has to kind of do is what Gene Hackman did in Hoosiers. It's a big stadium. It holds 65,000, but the dimensions of this field are exactly the same as everywhere they've been this season, and I think they can be more relaxed to open this game if he can convince them of that. We'll go back upstairs.
All right, thanks, Justin. Justin's going to be roaming the sidelines, picking up all the good little tidbits,
Yeah, I'm sure he will. And, I remember days down there, too. I hope Justin doesn't get too deer-eyed down there himself because it is an exciting game. It's an exciting time of the year. It's playoff time and semi-playoff time here in the Georgia Dome.
And Charlton County is going to kick it off. Jermaine Allen and John Harris, all your deep men. And Bama Adams will kick it off. And what else does this guy do, right?
He does everything. I tell you what, I think he probably washes the jerseys and stuff after the game, too. This guy, he's all over the field. He does quarterback, he punts, kicks off, and we're on the way.
Little squib kick to open it up. And it's John Harris from the 19. And Harris is brought down at the 26-yard line.
This is going to be a big part of this game right here because of the offense of being so powerful and so high-powered all the time. Defense and special teams are going to play a big part in this. And I tell you what, field position, when these guys kick off or whatever is going to be important, it'd be the difference between going a long way for a touchdown or shortening the field.
There's your starting lineup. Johnson, of course, the quarterback. Smith and Holt in the backfield. Wide receivers. There you see him. Offensive line, it's Garth Campbell, Cross, Sims, Tucker, and Pope. 1st and 10. From, we'll call it the 26. And first play, he's looking deep as Johnson, and it's incomplete, broken up by Bama Adams.
Well, that over there they must see something on that Charlton side because they go after him right away with the pass, and not just a short pass, a deep pass. Quarterback steps back, and I think this is what they want to do is open up that passing game, but some kind of way we're going to find out if the running game is going to be able to help that out. It's kind of interesting to see that they go after him right away.
Indians defense, Hannons, Reed, Woods, and Jackson on the defensive line. There are your linebackers and defensive backs, Dasher, Elmore, Hobbs, Harvey, Cobb, Abdullah, and Adams. Okay. And it's 2nd and 10. Got 3 wideouts right side. Johnson calling signals and drops back. Looks left side and incomplete to number 9, Jermaine Allen.
Another pass situation here for them. They're giving them the run. I'm surprised that that's what's happening right now. But once these guys kind of open this thing up a little bit, I think they're going to go to run. But right now the quarterback seems like they're trying to get him into the game and get him warmed up because he is a big part of what they do on the offense.
Looked like a great pass by Johnson. Allen just
got to catch those.
Yeah, he's just leaning the wrong way a little bit there. Okay, 3rd down and 10 for Americus. Here's Johnson to throw again. And he's going up top. And incomplete to John Harris. So that's twice he goes for Harris on long balls.
Well, John Harris and his quarterback, they've got to hook up. This is one of his favorite guys on the season, and a great pass. I mean, he couldn't have put it in a better place. He may have left it up in the air a little bit too long, but a pass like that, right between his hands, he's got to catch those balls, and that's what they're going to have to do in order to keep things going.
And Robert Johnson was 0 for 3, and now he's the punter. And back for Charlton County is Bama Adams.
There's that name again.
So one quarterback kicking to the other.
Yeah.
And there's the kick. And Bama Adams calls for the fair catch. And Charlton County will start off with some great field position, Gerald.
Yep, that's what I'm sorry. What I said earlier. We're going to see what impact that's going to have on both teams, and that's field position. Now we get a chance to see the other exciting player in this round, and Bam Adams. And I just can't, that name is just every time I think about it, Bam Adams. And he's I hope he has a football card someday, because that would be one that everybody will be looking for.
Yeah, there's some interesting names out there, and Justin is going to find us on the sidelines for us some key stories out there. So we might have some key players on both teams there. Here we go. Straight up the middle is Lamar Williams.
Lamar Williams right up the middle, exactly, and it looks like they're going to take a little different approach now. They're going to try to get after him in the middle, but I tell you what, that Charlton line looks pretty doggone thick. And I don't know if right now, early on, they may have to try to soften them up a little bit, too, with the big guys.
Williams with a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Second and 7 from the 45. Bama might be calling an audible here. And the pitch to Vincent Green. And look at Green around right side. Big game for Vincent Green.
Great play. That toss play is one of the most used plays by all high schools. When they get a chance to toss a guy outside, as you see here on the screen, look at here. They kind of sent a guy, but you know what? He loses position. He did give up position, played it well, just didn't make the tackle. Green picks up a big gain for them on the play, out of bounds.
And he was stopped by Chad Holt. A 20-yard pickup and a first down for Charlton County at the Americus 35. 2 wideouts, left side for Bama. And the handoff to Vincent Green again. And Green picks up a couple.
Well, so far, Vincent Green is going to be the workhorse, looks like, in this first part of the game. You look at the offensive line blocking, and they're trying to get after these guys. It's going to be a tough game because they have some sides over there on both sides.
Here's your offensive lineup for Charlton County. Of course, Adams, the quarterback. In the backfield, it's Green and Williams. Harvey and Abdullah are wide. Offensive line, it's Schuling, Spurlock, Phillips, Crumbly, Cruz, and Elmore. 2nd and 7 from the 32. Adams to Vincent Green. Green battling his way inside the 30-yard line, close to a first down.
And some tough yards there by Green. I tell you what, this guy looks like he's going to be the workhorse for them right now. Looks like they could have picked up a little bit more in there from a blocking standpoint.
Here's your defense. Of course, Campbell on that stop. It was Sims, Gooden, and Angrish is the defensive line. And your linebackers and defensive backs is Johnson, Bruce, Holt, Smith, Rutherford, Pope, and Morgan. So a third down for Charlton County. And we'll call it 3. And Americus jumps off sides. We have a flag. What are you thinking? Nerves playing a part here in the early going?
Well, I think these guys are both fired up. That's expected in this early part of the game. Emotion is going to be very, very high. Now it's going to find out when that emotion kind of comes down, who's going to play football.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, first down.
There are your officials, Burrell, Nixon, Mankin, Splinter, Cecil Gray, and Doug Prather is the field judge.
Sounds like a bunch of tough guys.
There's the snap. And we have a whistle. And it looks like Marquise Elmore might have jumped off sides.
Well, again, emotion. When it comes down to it, we're going to see some of those penalties are going to be based on that. These guys are getting really keyed up.
Dead ball, encroachment, offense, repeat first down.
And it looked like he was ready to really come off the ball and smack somebody. And, of course, you got to hold it till the center snaps the ball.
All right, so we have first down for Charlton County from the 28-yard line of Americus. And we have a stoppage and play again. It's got to be exciting for these kids, though, Gerald, to come in here. I mean, here you play all your games throughout the year in your own stadium and other high school stadiums. Now all of a sudden you're here at the Georgia Dome for the playoffs.
Well, just to know that you're in this position to possibly win a championship, that's a dream in itself for most of these young kids.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
You know, and as I was saying, you know, when this time comes around, these guys are so keyed up and so excited. Hey, this is just another game to them, really, though.
All right, Bama Adams on a 1st and 10, and the handoff to Lamar Williams.
Not much blocking in there in the middle, running the trap play right up the gut, and of course they played it well on the defensive side.
And the stop by defensive tackle number 75, Warren Gooden. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 300 pounds, Gerald.
Lunchbox. That's what comes to mind. The guy's a lunchbox.
There's Coach McWater. I'll tell you what, I talked to Coach before the game. I said, how you guys look for this one? He says, oh, we just hope to be in this thing in the 4th quarter. He gave me one of the old Lou Holtz lines. And Vincent Green on the carry again, picks up a couple.
Well, only a couple, too, because they really closed that one down pretty quick. An interesting play. I haven't seen one run like that in quite some time, but they defended it very, very well and made the stop for a couple of yards.
And here he is again on a great stop by Chad Holt.
Yeah, you're going to hear that name quite a bit today. Believe me, that guy, he is regarded as one of their top players, and he's going to be getting after people.
All right, 3rd and 6 from the 19. Big play for the Indians. Adams back to pass, looks downfield, and has a man. It's Marquise Elmore, touchdown, Charlton County.
Well, one of the old rules of on defense, always jam the tight end before he comes out. That's exactly what happened there. They're looking for the run, knowing that this is a run-heavy team, or thinking that Bama's going to have something to do with it, maybe running the ball, but they didn't jam the tight end. He comes right down the middle of the field, wide open.
19-yard touchdown pass to Marquise Elmore makes it 6-0 Charlton County at the 7:52 mark. And check this out, Elmore is going to kick the extra point now. So first he catches the touchdown pass, and now the attempt for the extra point. And guess what?
Well, I wasn't going to jinx him.
He's credited with all 7 points.
I was just going to wait to see if this guy kicked the ball. And, you know, the old conventional style kicker, too. It's not no soccer stuff here. You know, this guy gets up there, and I wonder if he had a square-toe shoe on, too, or whatever. But, yeah, I didn't want to jinx the guy. He does a little bit of everything. As you can see, this guy gets right down the middle of the field. The safety didn't jam him or get up on him, and as a result, hey, when that guy's running down the field wide open like that, you can't miss a big target like that.
Here's another great shot of Bama. Look at this. Nice lob over the middle.
Nice touch on the pass, too, by Bama. You know, sometimes that pass right there with the way that he was backing up, sometimes guys underthrow it or maybe throw it over their head, but he put nice touch on it and just shows you what kind of player that he is.
Yeah, Bama's a happy man. I'll tell you what, he took advantage of Marquise's height advantage, too. Marquise is 6'4", 235, so it's nice to have a big guy like that.
Every bit of that. He is every bit of that. This guy looks like a statue out there.
And Bama Adams is ready to kick it off again for Charlton County. Deep back is John Harris and Jermaine Allen, but this one is a short kick. And on it for Americus is number 34. That's Eddie Robertson. Eddie Robertson, a wide receiver, so they have the good hands people up front there.
Well, this is one of those situations, again, where Americus is going to have to try to take advantage of some of this field position here. The guy had a great field position twice. We'll see what they're going to be able to do with the ball now.
All right, Robert Johnson has thrown the ball so far in this game, so let's see what he does now on 1st and 10 at his own 38-yard line. And it's a reverse to John Harris, and the Indians are all over him.
I'll tell you what, that play was set up actually fairly well. John Harris, I think if he needs to, when you get a play like that and you got to get outside, you better get it. As you can see here, they have it. Charlton really was out of position here. You got a couple of linemen kind of slowing up there. Number 7, you know, gets a lookout block there, a couple of lookout blocks. It didn't help his runner out, and as a result, they lose yards, but the play was actually set up fairly well.
Great play by Cortez Reed, a 6'4" junior, and also Larry Dasher. So it's 2nd down for Americus. And it's Johnson rolling left, and he finds a man, number 25, for Nako Smith. And Smith with his first catch of the game.
That's another one of those good names in the game right now for Nako. But yes, another time they're still trying to get their quarterback in the game, and now it looks like they're trying to go with a little hurry-up offense, so maybe they don't get a chance to get set.
Trying to catch Charlton County off balance there, huh? All right, Johnson's going to go from the shotgun. on 3rd and 9. Johnson scrambles. Looks like Fran Tarkenton out there. Look at this guy go.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Fran Tarkenton had that kind of speed. but he had, you know what, they give it to him. That's been open a couple of times now, and he finally decides to take it. Hopefully that won't be their only type of offense.
And finally brought down by Antonio Harvey, and here he is again. Look at that open field, Gerald.
Nothing but green. I tell you what, your eyes just are like just big as quarters when you get a chance to get a run like that, boy. That's a big thing for them, and hopefully that'll spur them on to maybe do some big things. Receivers have got to catch the ball, though.
1st and 10 from the 20. Johnson from the shotgun, and he's going to keep it. And he's stopped cold by Marquise Elmore.
As I called him, the living statue out there. That guy, he's big, he's fast, and you see how quick he closed that play right there.
Here it is again. No doubt that Johnson was going to run this ball.
Well, it was kind of no doubt that who's going to make the play. But I'll tell you what, that's a man right there, buddy. And this guy who's committed to go to Georgia already, I'll tell you what, they're going to be happy to get him.
You betcha. All right, 2nd and 11 for Robert Johnson. And Johnson looks over the middle, soft touch, has a man. That's number 7, Leonard Pope.
Similar play to what was done earlier with the big guy, the big tight end over there at Charlton.
Here it is again. Nice soft touch over the middle.
Yeah, same thing. Almost a similar play. Guy was not jammed, and he got down the middle, and look at it. As a result, they're now inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal. We'll call it the 4. Johnson calling the signals. Might be calling an audible here. He sure is. Johnson, quick drop over the middle. Touchdown. Jermaine Allen.
What did we say? Fireworks. It is going to, I tell you what, if these two teams continue like this, there is going to be another high-scoring game here in the Georgia playoffs. And you see Johnson right there, what he's made of. The guy had a nice drop back, nice release, nice read, and hit, who was that? Jonathan Frey? No, Frey for the kicking. No, it was Jermaine Allen, excuse me, catching the pass. Hey, I'm telling you, fireworks here in the Georgia Dome, folks.
Jonathan Fry for the extra point, and it's good. We have a tie ball game.
We have a tie ball. You're right.
Charlton County 7, Americus 7. 5:07 to go, first quarter.
A lot of sevens here, huh?
Here it is again.
Quick three-step drop. And, hey, the receiver was wide open right there. They didn't get a chance to shift the defense enough or quick enough. And as a result, look at there. Just a quick slant.
And it looked like that ball was actually tipped on the way over to Allen. But,
well, he apparently had enough on it to get it through there and make the play. And, hey, these guys here, we know that they can pass the ball, as most of their plays, as a matter of fact, have been passed, with the exception of a couple of runs. And, of course, the quarterback had one of those.
That takes some serious concentration, though, doesn't it, when a ball's tipped and then you have to go catch it?
Well, it's called that in the middle anyway. You know, and when a guy's taking a quick slant, most of the times a linebacker or somebody may be in the middle there, and you're going to have to be really concentrating when that ball comes. But a great play call on there down at the goal line.
All right, Jonathan Fry will kick it off for Americus. And back deep is the one, the only, Bama Adams.
Bam Adams. We're going to see if they're going to kick it to him, as Bam Adams has been able to do some pretty good things all year long on the kickoff return. This guy's supposed to have 4.3 speed. That's what I hear, 4.3, 4.4 speed. So I don't know if they want to kick it to him very often. And certainly if he does anything to her, see, they're not going to kick it to him.
Boy, you called it, Gerald. And they kick it to the short guy. It's Vincent Green.
Well, Vincent Green is one of their other running backs, and I don't know, they'll pick your poison here. You know, who you really kick the ball to. But they come up again with some great field position.
Yep, they're going to start at their own 42 again. Check that, their own 47 this time. So far, Charlton County's had some great starting field position. All right, let's go downstairs.
Hey, guys.
Hang on, Justice.
Okay.
Justin, we'll come to you in a minute. All right, here we go. Bam Adams on 1st and 10 from his 47-yard line. And there's Green again. Look at Green go. That'll be a first down.
This guy here, like I say, is going to be the workhorse. He's had most of the carries so far in his offense, and the offensive line, they really got after people that time. They were knocking guys down, and when you stay on your blocks and you continue to keep after guys, this is what happens.
Great blocking up front here. Watch it. Nice hole. But I'll tell you what, I could have run through that one.
That's true. Well, Marcus Campbell gets all the credit for that one. He really had a great block in there.
Stop there, Lamar Williams.
Well, as we said, great blocking.
All right, let's go downstairs to Justin Wallace. Justin.
Hey, guys, thanks. I'm here with Bam Adams' biggest fans. This is Larry and Lois Adams, his parents. And tell me what, guys, you have to be a little bit nervous. I know my parents would die. Is this his parents?
Oh, yeah, real nervous. Real nervous.
Now, did you think you'd be here a second year in a row?
Well, everybody else in town thought we would be, and we was hoping we would be, and we are here.
All right. Well, good luck to you guys. Thank you very much. Back upstairs.
All right, thanks, Justin. They got to be excited to see their son.
Proud parents, I'm telling you. Proud parents indeed.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 11, Adams right side. And that's Muhammad Abdullah. And Abdullah looking to escape the defense.
Well, you know, sometimes on this turf, you kind of want to do a little bit too much. You know, you feel like you've got the grip and you can make great moves and great cuts. But one thing is for sure, guys on the defense pick up a lot of speed, too. You better get going in a hurry when you get the ball. And this is another result of that. See, he makes a move right there, but then the pursuit comes. And you better be trying to find a place to get going in a hurry.
And the stop by Fernando Smith and Joe Bruce. And that brings up a 3rd and 5 now for Charlton County. Yeah, you're talking about proud parents. I know you are, too, of your great son, the superstar running back up in Tennessee. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And it's Vincent Green again.
Vincent Green, like I say, the workhorse. Number 52 for Americus steps in there and makes one heck of a hit right there on him. Again, like I say, we're going to find out what these offensive lines are made of earlier on in the game, because that's what's going to come down to key. There's some big play capability here all the time on both offenses, but defenses right now, we're going to see if they're going to be able to control this game a little bit.
Good stop by Felton Johnson. And for Charlton County, a 4th and 4, and they choose to go for it at the Americus 33-yard line. Big play here, Gerald. And Adams is stopped on 4th and 4.
Well, the coaches call it. They put in the ball in the hands of their main man, the guy who they expect to make some things happen. That was Bam Adams. But this time, the Americas defense and the pursuit caught up with them. They've got some speed over there. People don't, they probably don't hear too much about the defenses.
Check out the offensive line.
Yeah,
4 guys on the right side of the line there.
And maybe that was a busted play or something. But if it was a design play, maybe they're trying a little trickery and deceit there, because heavily overloaded to the right side, and then they go left with it. Well, they didn't get the first down.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Americus on their own 35-yard line. Robert Johnson, a quarterback. Johnson stands 6'3", 190. He's the senior. And the handoff goes to Kent Morgan. And we have a flag.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Charlton defense, boy, I tell you what, they look like they're going to be a really force to be reckoned with in this game if they start to pick up a little momentum and get a little bit more, I guess, excited. You know, kind of that emotional thing is kind of going off the game now. Now that they're simmering down, they're going to start playing some real, just tough football now. So, both on offense and defense, you're going to expect to see some big plays, expect to see some big hits.
There's Coach McWater. Boy, I'll tell you what a career he's had here at Charlton County.
Yeah, what is it, like 100 and some odd wins and only 29 losses?
113 wins.
113, yep. 29 losses. You're talking about big-time turnaround in a program. That's something else. 7 in a row with region championships in the 90s. 11 straight years in the state playoffs, state runner-up, state semifinalist, a state championship. What else can you do?
Shot block against the blue.
One of those plays that the defensive lineman cannot stand.
Here it is again. Coach Soliday's questioning it here.
Yeah, that's a questionable call. I mean, he was not engaged with another player, and that's the rule that if he's engaged with another player, you cannot chop a guy. But he was rushing, and there was another guy in front of him.
So it's 1st and 25 for the Panthers. Here's Johnson. Back to pass. Looks up top. And has a man. And that is John Harris. A big play. Johnson to Harris.
One of the things that made this play happen was the protection of the offensive line. That play took a long time to develop. Johnson steps back, and he's already back there. Basically, it would have been our 4-step drop play, but the offensive line gave him great protection. Johnson gets down on an out and up. So that play took a long time to develop, and he drops it right in there.
Bama Adams finally makes the stop as the ball goes over his head on defense, but that's a 30-yard pickup and a 1st down for Americus. And Johnson is in the shotgun again. 3 wideouts, right side. And it goes left to Jermaine Allen. And Allen with a spectacular catch over the middle.
Well, I'll tell you what, their receivers are going to earn their pay today, if you want to call it that. He's sticking the ball right on him, and I tell you what, that's, as I said earlier, the receivers are going to have to catch the ball. Johnson is on it. He is on the mark right now. He is hitting guys all over the field, and that's what they're going to have to do. They continue to keep making plays like that. Hey, the end zone's going to hit him right in the face.
Good stop by Cobb and Dasher. 2nd and 1. Johnson calling the signals, and the handoff goes to number 8, Ken Morgan.
Well, it's kind of like you almost knew exactly what was coming on there. It was going to be a run play. Quick trap, quick hitter play. Those are the kinds that just want to keep the drive going. May not look for anything big. Sometimes something may happen. But they're just trying to pick up the 1st down here. And it looks like they're going to get it.
We might get a measurement here.
Well, I'd say they picked it up.
Looks like it from here.
The mark's just past the line. The ball's just past the line. And we've got friends flying around in here.
Yeah, I just saw a bird fly by.
Yeah, it was a bird.
This is a dome, right?
They got trees out there somewhere, don't they, in the quad area or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's set up pretty nice out there. Oh, 1st down. All right. That was close, but they got it. Here's Coach Soliday. Has to be pretty happy with his team's drive right now.
Right now, they're putting together a pretty good drive, and like I say, the receivers are catching the ball very, very well, and when they're able to do that, it looks like this offense is able to click.
All right, 1st and 10 for Americus, and Johnson chooses to go to the shotgun again. 4 wideouts, 3 to the right side. Johnson rolls right side, looks, and finally hits a man out of the backfield is Fernaco Smith. He wanted to go long on that, though, Gerald.
Well, I don't know what he wanted to do. He seemed like he wanted the guy to maybe take off and run or whatever, because when he's scrambling, as you can see here, it looks like he's thinking that somebody's going to either take off running or maybe get open at the last minute. And as a result, the guy does, and sometimes you just knock those down. It's like, especially when you see this guy coming.
And a good hit by Marquise Elmore. There's that big guy again.
It's like, yeah, quarterback, throw the ball away. Don't throw it to me when that happens.
Especially when Marquise Elmore is in the area. All right, 2nd and 4 from the 35. Johnson drops back and is thrown over the head of Jermaine Allen.
A little miscommunication right there. Jermaine Allen, I think maybe.
Good defense by Marcus Cobb.
Yeah, these guys didn't quite get together on this play. He was looking to maybe a little bit later or whatever, or maybe should have run a little deeper route. But sometimes those were little quick routes, little quick outs. You practice on these things all year long, but throughout the course of a game, like I say, you may get a little tired, you may not be thinking, or you may do some concentration just for a split second, and that's what happens.
So a big 3rd and 4 coming up now for Americus. Well, I guess we'll call it the 34-yard line. 3rd and 4 from the 34. Johnson calling the plays at the line of scrimmage. And the flip goes to Fernaco Smith. And Smith picks up maybe a yard. Stopped by Marquise Elmore again. And check out this name. I love this one. Snapper Hobbs.
Snapper, another good name. That's a great name, Snapper Hobbs. Boy, I tell you what. Boy, I like to see the book of names down there somewhere. But, hey, they actually had a pretty good play call.
All right. That's the end of the 1st quarter from the Georgia Dome. We'll take a timeout. It's the AA semifinals. Tie score, Charlton County and Americus tied at 7.
Major funding for the Georgia High School Association Championships is provided by
integrity, innovation, accountability, Community commitment. We are your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives of Georgia, proud sponsor of high school sports on GPTV and the Georgia High School Association.
This is GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
Visit your PBS station site to see what's on when. Learn what's going on where. Find what interests you. PBS.org and your PBS station. Made for viewers and surfers just like you.
Gas Guy here for Georgia Natural Gas. We're proud to once again sponsor the True Blue Student Athlete Scholarship in conjunction with the Georgia High School Association. We invite you to nominate one male and one female high school senior to become recipients of the Georgia Natural Gas True Blue Scholarship. 2 lucky senior athletes will receive $2,000 towards college tuition. Call 404-257-4043 for details. Nominations should be sent postmarked by February 15th to the address on your screen.
She has seduced the world with her stunning stage presence. PBS brings you an unforgettable night with Sarah Brightman, La Luna in concert. Monday at 10 on GPTV. This is GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.
And welcome back to the Georgia Dome. A big 4th and 3 now for Americus. Johnson back to pass. Brooks in trouble and sacked. And a big play by the Charlton County defense, Larry Dasher, and number 69, Marcus Jackson.
They were able to get a little bit of pressure this time on him. I tell you what, these guys here are getting after this team on the defensive line. Charlton, boy, I tell you what, these guys have stepped it up on that play, and that's what they're going to have to do. As we see, both teams now have taken attempts at 4th down, and both have stopped one another at some point in time in the game.
Coach Soliday greeting Johnson when he comes off the field, telling him, good job, son. All right, here we go. Bama Adams, 1st and 10 now for Charlton County on their own 40-yard line. Adams with the handoff to Lamar Williams, and Williams might have picked up a couple.
Well, I tell you what, there's that linebacker in there, Fulton Johnson again. He steps in the middle and makes a big-time hit right there. Fought through a couple of blocks, looks like, and made the play. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, he picked up a couple. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Indians. Bama, of course, has verbally committed to the University of Georgia.
Looks like they're going to have a Charlton team up there.
Adams to Green, and Green can't quite cut the corner. Stopped by Felton Johnson again.
Well, I tell you what, they've got some speed over there on this Americus defense, and these guys here are they strung it out. They strung it out very, very well. You see, they got a lead block here. There's a lead toss kind of, and who's that? There's that linebacker again. He's getting over to get Fulton Johnson. This guy here, he's making plays all over the field, and if he continues to do that, boy, he's probably going to be a little bit lighter after the game. Or pretty doggone thirsty at halftime.
You betcha. 3rd and 6 now, a big 3rd and 6 for Bama Adams and the Indians. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Adams, here's a reverse. And he's coming around left side and can't quite cut the corner.
Did you see the block by Marquise? My goodness, he just leveled a guy out there. I've looked out there and you see him out there standing there thinking that he's going to get a pass. But watch him come in the picture right here.
Right there.
Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Muhammad Abdullah, nowhere to go, and finally heads out of bounds. Here it is again.
Well, you really hate to see. I mean, like it's part of the game. You know, it's going to happen. You're going to get some guys who are going to get really blindsided like that. And it was a good play. It wasn't a cheap shot or anything. And you hope that kid is all right. But when your guy's that big and that fast, that impact right there is going to really going to hurt a little bit. Hopefully this young man is all right.
And we have an injured player on the field. All right, I'll tell you what, Gerald, we've had a number of exciting games in the past in the semifinals here at the Georgia Dome. We're going to give you now a little taste, a AA semifinal flashback from the past.
1999 AA semifinal. Cartersville takes on Appling County. The Pirates had trouble stopping Purple Hurricane senior running back Ronnie Brown. Brown scored on touchdown runs of 22, 2, and 3 as Cartersville goes on to defeat Appling County 30-7.
I'll tell you what, interesting note about Ronnie Brown. As a youngster, he watched his brother and cousin win a state championship with Cartersville in 1991, and Ronnie and the Canes of 99 won one as well as they beat Hart County 27-21.
Right? So it runs in the family.
Yes, sir. There's the replay.
Yeah, and I can say it was a good shot. It wasn't like it was a cheap shot or anything. And like I said, you're going to see some of those today as these two teams are going to be. It's kind of like payback time now. Everybody's going to get out there, and that's just part of the game. It's not dirty or whatever. It's not dirty football. Guys are just playing tough. They're playing hard and trying to make some things happen.
All right, the Indians on offense. And here's the punt by Adams. And it sails out of bounds near the 26-yard line. Make it the 27. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Americus on their own 27-yard line. We're going to be showing flashbacks throughout the day, both days here at the Dome, to bring back some of the memories of the semifinals over the years. It's going to be a lot of fun.
There have been some great games over the years. I myself have watched Georgia high school playoff football for a lot of years. I'd love to come out here just to see some of the games and even get a chance to see that the one that capped it off, the Georgia-Florida All-Star game.
There you see Chad Holt on the bench being attended to by one of the team physicians. All right, 1st and 10 for Americus. 9:13 left, second quarter. Johnson in the shotgun. And it's Johnson straight up the middle. And fumble. And who has it? And it looks like Americus recovered.
Boy, is Charlton keyed up or what? These guys are getting after the ball. As we call ball hawking. They are trying to hit. They are trying to make some big-time hits out there. And, it's one of those things that happen. You're trying to get a couple of extra yards. Quarterback kind of gets the ball out there. He's still got it in one hand. And there, you got to cover the ball up in that situation. So hopefully that, he'll learn a lesson from that, because that's when those fumbles happen, is when that guy's going for that extra yard.
Great hit by snapper Hobbs. That's the young man who caused the fumble. 2nd and 14 from the 23. Johnson fakes the handoff and goes up top. And incomplete to Leonard Pope.
Well, Leonard Pope is probably the tallest guy in the stadium today. This guy is 6'7". He stands there in the huddle. He makes everybody looks like little lily pads or whatever.
Bama Adams on the bench, and he's being attended to.
Yeah, it looks like maybe as usual on this turf, the ankle. Hopefully it's nothing serious or whatever, but this is a tough kid. He's probably going to get back in there pretty quick.
And, of course, with Bama out, Antonio Harvey is in the lineup at free safety for the Charlton County Indians. 3rd and 14. Johnson scrambles and is sacked in the backfield by Harold Hannons, the 6'2" senior.
This is what you call a coverage sack for Americus. These guys, they had everybody picked up, and when you're able to do that, the quarterback's back there. He has nobody to throw to. He doesn't want to make a bad play, so he's going to have to either eat the ball or try to get out of the pocket, but they put some pressure on there.
Great defense by the Indians. And Bama Adams is back in the ball game for this 4th and 24. So Bama is back deep. And here's the punt. And Bama lets it bounce. And it goes out at the Charlton County 46-yard line.
I was just kind of curious. I was looking at Bam Adams while he's over there getting looked at on the sidelines, and you know, you play on turf and you try to tell these guys, you know, hey, we know you're young, we know you're strong and all that, but you got to tape your ankles up. You know, you don't come out on this turf and risk something like that, especially this is his last game. Well, maybe, hopefully it won't be his last game. They'll get a championship. But, you know, you don't want any ankle injuries or anything right now to slow you down in this game. And I think I kind of noticed he didn't have any tape on his ankle. Put one of those little sleeves on and tie up or whatever.
From what I understand, they just changed it down there on the sideline. So just changed a little tape, and Bama's doing okay. 1st and 10. That's Vincent Green again.
Vincent Green gets a good block by 22, and the running backs, and they are starting to maybe find a little something there in the middle. And that will be big for them because they need to open that middle up to get some things happening, and that'll help up with the option and all that sort of stuff with Bam Adams. Maybe getting the ball to get outside when they start sucking in there some.
And a nice stop again by Felton Johnson, your favorite man. Big number 52. All right, 2nd and 4 for Charlton County. From the Americus 48, Adams, and the handoff to Lamar Williams. And Williams is stopped cold by two gentlemen, Marcus Campbell, number 71, and number 75, Warren Gooden. And there's the pop right there.
Big stick. And that guy right there looks like he was looking for that one. He was just drooling knowing that play was coming in the middle. He made the play, got off the block. That's what you like. That's a big shot there.
When you run into a wall that's 5'11", 300 pounds, you're going to be stopped.
You need a little bit more help over there. Like I say, lunchbox. We're going to call it lunchbox.
Adams rolls right. And looks like he has a first down.
Picks up the first down. Great run by Bam Adams. Defense was really running, pursuing, trying to get outside, maybe thinking they were going to run an option or something. Bam Adams cuts it up and picks up the first down. Looks like that ankle is okay.
Stopped by Felton Johnson and Leonard Pope. Bama getting some instructions from the coaches on the sidelines. So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the Americus 43. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first half. Adams calling signals, and look at this, the Panthers jump offside.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's one of the most highly used plays, you know, even though it does not look like it. That's always get in there. The quarterback kind of changes up the tone of his voice a little bit, you know, that real hut, you know, and get those guys. And I tell you what, they're keyed up. They're ready to get after it. And, you know, it's good to throw that in once in a while. If the quarterback can do that and if the coach sees that, then that's what's going to happen.
Defense.
So Cedric Boone jumps offside. Cedric, not exactly a lightweight, 310 pounds sophomore.
Well, it was kind of hard to get all that weight back across the line of scrimmage when he started.
Vincent Green on the carry for Charlton County.
But he's a big one. Like I said, they've got some size on that America's defensive line. And those guys, I tell you what, when they start coming across, they're coming across.
All right, let's go downstairs to Justin Wallace. Justin.
Hey, one of the ways that Americas can confuse opponents is by coming at you in doubles. I've got two sets of twins that are on this team. This is Derek and Dustin Wolcott. And guys, I appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, Justin. Yeah, I'd be speechless, too, if I had twins standing in front of me. I wouldn't know who's who.
That's right.
All right, there's Bama on 2nd and 4. Ooh, what a great hit there. That's Vincent Green, the ball carrier for the Indians.
Well, I tell you, that's that example of what I said earlier about the size, and these guys are really kind of keyed up in here on the America's defensive line. They're getting after him. That's what they're going to have to do in order to shut down this Charlton offense.
Well, they must have some in the water down there in Americus. I know they got a great swimming team down there. They've always had one, but now twins.
Twin, what, 2 sets of them?
Yeah.
It's bad enough just having 1 set, but he's got 2 sets down there.
It's got to be crazy for the coaching staff.
Oh, it's a nightmare probably.
Adams on 3rd and 4 now. Rolls left side. He's in trouble. Has a blocker in front and gets out at the 28-yard line, and I believe that's enough for a first down.
Tough run by little Bama Adams. This guy here, I tell you what, he's something to watch.
Leonard Pope knocked him out of bounds.
He is something to watch, folks. He's worth the price of admission. This guy here is, it's great to have a player like this on your team, though. He's their leader. He's a guy who the coach demands a lot of, and he puts out.
The way he's directing traffic and, the fact that that Bam is only 5'10", 170, he kind of reminds me a little bit of a Doug Flutie.
Oh, the Flutie. Oh, they have Bama Flakes next or something? Don't get it started.
Oh, don't get started,
Don't get started.
1st and 10 from the 28. There's Adams. And the quick handoff to Vincent Green, and Green is stopped, pulled again by number 71, Marcus Campbell, the 6'4", 280-pound senior.
And did you see the way he got on the guy? He just whomped on him.
Here's the
Watch
replay.
how he just falls on him. Looks like it was a busted play. Bama wasn't certain where the guy was going to be, and then when this guy gets a hand on you, you're not going anywhere.
You know at this point, he's going, whoops, whoops, whoa.
Like, wrong way.
What's happening?
You're on your own when you go the wrong way. It's the worst feeling in the world to get a play that's busted and you're by yourself.
Adams from the 33, and the handoff to Lamar Williams, and he's stopped cold. So the Panther defense is starting to tighten up here a little bit.
They are. Looks like they're getting keyed up over here. All that emotion is played off now. It's time to play football, and these guys are doing that. They're getting off the blocks. They're not staying on them. They're getting after the offense, and as a result, you got 3rd down and about 12, 13 yards.
Big stop by Tim Moore, the 5', 11-inch, 185-pound sophomore for Americus. So here's Bama Adams on a big 3rd and 13. Got to pick up at least 5 or 10 more yards for a field goal at least. Adams rolls right, looks downfield, and has a man. And number 21, Harold Hannings, the senior, on a great catch near the sideline.
Nice catch. Really a nice route that he ran. A guy was thinking that he was going deep, and he breaks the route off and only didn't get the 1st down, but it was a nice route to come to.
I thought it was a nice fake by Bama to the fullback, too.
Yeah, that's that misdirection play that they have there.
And here's the route. Looks like a little square out. There it is.
Yep.
That was one of my simplest plays I ever ran in high school. Here's Adams. In trouble. Goes right side. And is finally brought down. Campbell forced him to turn inside, and then that's allowed Joe Bruce to make the tackle. And of course, you're watching the Charlton County game, Americus, and coming up after this one is the Jackson Red Devils taking on Fitzgerald, the Purple Hurricane. That's the AAA semifinals coming up after this one. And later on tonight, it's the Shaw Raiders and the Cairo Syrup Makers. And in the 5A, the surprising team, Stars Mill, takes on Harrison. Great lineup of semifinal football games here from the Georgia Dome.
Now, I would have thought that would have been a joke. Initially we would say the Cairo Syrup Makers or something, but that's actually a high school team.
Oh, yeah. Georgia. Robert Johnson, quarterback. And here come the Panthers. Johnson escapes. Well, doesn't quite escape that defense just yet. Big stop on defense by Marcus Jackson.
Well, you're starting to see both these defenses are settling down. They're not letting a lot of big plays happen anymore. Johnson, of course, he had the big run earlier in the 1st quarter, but not this time. They're getting after him. It looks like they're getting off the blocks much better over there on the Charlton side on defense.
So Americus comes to the line of scrimmage. Coming up 2 minutes now. 2 minutes to go, first half. 2nd and 14, and Johnson's in the shotgun again. And it's the handoff to Fernando Smith. And Smith picks up a couple. Stopped by Marcus Jackson.
Charlton really had that play snuffed out, really. They, the draw play, they kind of collapsed the line of scrimmage. Both the linebackers in on a big play. Marcus Jackson, this is another big guy.
There you see his numbers on the year. Over 45 tackles and 10.5 sacks on the year.
Well, it means that he's a very, very aggressive guy. He's got 10.5 sacks. He's probably a guy they send a whole lot to get to the quarterback.
So they are in the shotgun again. Is Johnson 3rd and 12. 1:10 to go, first half. Johnson over the middle. Has a man. It's John Harris, and that's a first down for Americus.
Well, it seems to be their favorite play. That's about the 3rd time they run that play between the two of them. Once they got a touchdown on one play, But that quick slant there seems to be one of their favorite plays and probably one of their biggest plays so far.
Stopped by Adams and Elmore. It's 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Chad Holtz back in the game now for Americus. Here's Johnson. Looks right and has a man, and it's Harris again. And this one's close to the first down marker.
Well, this time the quarterback was forced out of the pocket, be able to roll out right a little bit and catch the receiver on a crossing route. And Bam Adams happened to be there to make the play.
Here it is again. Johnson did a good job catching that snap. It almost was a wild snap.
A little bit behind him, but I tell you what, that was a nice throw. He put it right on him. Nice,
Blue.
Nice throw to the receiver there.
Americus takes a timeout.
Looks like he's really been coached pretty well, you know, with his mechanics as far as when he gets out of the pocket and then throwing the ball. That's kind of a hard throw sometimes.
You know, I tell you, we were talking earlier about the water down in Americus and the twins. I did a story a couple of years back. In Clarkston, they had 3 kids, triplets. They were the lucky triplets. They ended up playing at the University of Georgia, but the triplets played at Clarkston. Big guys too.
Were those the Lucky, or was it
Dustin Lucky? And yeah,
the Lucky kid. I remember those when they came out of school, huh?
When they played at Clarkston, they had the head coach and the assistant coach were twin brothers, and get this, they were married to twin sisters. I mean, I thought I was seeing double the whole time I was over there in Clarkston. I could not believe it.
Well, I guess it's there's something in the water. That must be. To have that many twins in that area and go to the same school, coach, and all that sort of stuff. But I remember those Lucky twins when they triplets, I should say, when they came out and went to Georgia. One just left there a couple years ago.
That's right.
I don't know if they ever went on to play NFL ball or anything.
Yeah, but they played very well at Clarkston and did well at the University of Georgia. Okay, on the snap, it's Johnson picking up the fumble now, looking downfield, and finally steps out of bounds.
Well, you know, that's one of those things that just drives coaches crazy. It wasn't necessarily a bad snap, but you got to get both hands on the ball. You don't. I know he's got a lot of athletic ability and all that, but see, he was taking his eye off it, trying to look downfield, make something happen. I know, but hey, the ball security. Get your hands on the ball. We don't want to have anything happen to give this team a possible chance to get in the end zone.
Boy, he got a lucky bounce. There's number 1. Here's the lucky bounce right there. Comes right back up to him.
That's a strange thing about that football. They give you a lucky bounce once in a while.
Not often enough, though, right?
No.
Johnson in the shotgun again. 2nd and 14. And he looks over the middle, and it's tipped and caught. Great concentration by Freneco Smith.
Oh,
what a play by Smith.
This is high school football at its best, folks. This is what it's all about. See these guys make plays like this. This is what's going to happen in games like this in playoff time. It always goes on.
Here it is again. Johnson.
Timeout. Blue.
And timeout Americus. Here's Johnson's pass tipped by Elmore. And there you see Smith with the great concentration.
Well, it was one of those passes that the quarterback shouldn't have thrown, but he gets lucky on this one. Gets a tip. Elmore just not quite tall enough. He's big, but he's not quite that big.
Great camera work by our crew.
Ball should have been intercepted.
We got the best crew in the state working here at the Georgia Dome.
These guys are all over this one, yeah. Great catch. Great play. Like I said, it's high school football, folks. Playoff time. You're going to see stuff like this throughout the playoffs. Big plays. And it's going to be something for them to talk about, of course, later on with the buddies over a pizza or something.
All right, now they're at the 34-yard line, 31 seconds to go. So what's Coach Soliday talking to his team about right here?
Well, at this point in time, it's just trying to make sure these guys don't have any mental mistakes. We don't want to have some breakdowns, whatever. We're trying to get some things going over here, whether it's, to stop by or make sure that we don't get, in a bad position as far as the field or whatever. Let's just, keep our heads. Let's stay cool. Let's go out here and let's try to make something happen.
Of course, here's Coach McWhorter. 31 seconds to go in the half. 1st and 10. Johnson in the shotgun. Looks and throws over the middle. What a catch by Harris. And he cuts across field and inside the 10-yard line.
Like I said, keep a cool head. That's exactly what they did here. Run the same play again that's been killing them all day long. That one slant pass, wide open, and the guy makes a big play there.
Timeout.
And here it is again. Johnson over the middle, and Harris never broke stride.
Well, I tell you what, they must see something from the coaching staff and upstairs with saying that, hey, that play is wide open. We can run it all day long. This time they split him out, got him even more in one-on-one coverage, and he makes a big play and gets down there. Now they have a chance to get a score before the half is over with.
And that play kind of reminds me a little bit of like the St. Louis Rams, the way they run their offense. Warner to Bruce over the middle or something.
It's pretty much a similar thing. You know, they spread the guys out, spread the field, get the defensive backs in one-on-one coverage where they don't have any help in the immediate area, and they just run those quick plays like that. And it doesn't take very much time for the play to develop. Guys don't have a chance to react to it, and as a result, a big play.
John Harris's numbers on the day, good numbers, 4 receptions, 79 yards, an average of 19.7 a catch.
And we're still just in the first half.
Get this feeling that Robert Johnson might have a career passing day.
Well, he'll need 300 some odd yards or whatever.
That's right, to become the all-time leader.
It looks if they keep doing this, it's going to come pretty quick.
Yeah, I think Fabian Walker is watching at home somewhere saying, uh-oh.
Drop the ball. You got the old voodoo dolls out there on the receivers and stuff.
All right, 1st and goal. The ball is on the 8-yard line. And a bad snap. Johnson just has to fall on it back at the 22. And a good play by Johnson to save it.
Yeah, it was a good play by him, but that's one of those mental mistakes that you don't want to see happen.
Time's running. No timeout, so they got 7 seconds left, and they're going to try and get this play off quickly. And he throws it down to stop the clock. Smart play by Johnson, realizing the fact there was no timeouts left.
That's basically all they could do. They blew a timeout there earlier, trying to get everybody together. And this is sometimes what happens in this situation. Again, a mental mistake, maybe by the center or whatever. He's not snapping it. He's continuing to snap that ball to the right. For whatever reasons, I don't know. But they're going to have to get together on that at halftime and say, hey, listen, guys, we can't do that. And that's Cliff Garth, I believe that's who on the center. He's got to get it together and stop snapping the ball over like that because it cost them some field position. And it kind of gives momentum back over to Charlton.
So now the decision for Coach Soliday, do you go for 3 or do you go for the score?
Well, it depends on how the kicking game is. If they've got a decent kicking game, at this point in time, heck, I'd go for the 3 points.
Procedure against the offense. The snap preceded the whistle.
Oh, he snapped the ball before the whistle even started. So that's a big-time mental mistake right there. Well, hopefully they'll get it together at halftime, though. But in this case, it's only a couple of seconds. Why not try to get the get the 3 points out of it, or either go for the end zone. If you're not going to go for the end zone, I guess you can end up playing it safe.
They're going for it on 4th down with time running out here. Ball's at the 25. It would be a 42-yard field goal, roughly. 42 just seems to be a little too long, I guess.
Well, maybe for high school, but we have some guys who can, get it down there. Hopefully they have one of those guys on their team.
A little confusion downstairs. The question is about the time. How much time is left in the half?
Yeah, I looked up at the time when he hit when he snapped the ball, and there was clearly 2 seconds. Now, the point is that whether they're going to give him 2 seconds or 1 second, but 2 seconds will make a big difference within the play that they're hopefully trying to run.
Right now, the game clock shows 0. Officials still trying to work it out. Boy, it's a good thing we don't do replay, huh?
I don't even want to talk about replay. I am so disgusted with the replay and all that stuff this year. That's all the time that it takes and some of the calls that have been made.
Now we have a stop and play again.
It's like Charlton calls a timeout this time.
You have a timeout. Why?
So now what's Coach McWater saying here?
Gosh almighty. It's just trying to decide if they're going to go for it or not, I guess,
Leonard.
All right, let's listen to Coach.
Dan, you're out. Leonard, you're tight end on the right. Who's my two receivers on the right? Both of y'all are off. All right, you and Naco, y'all are off the ball. Okay, we got all 9 8 Leonard. You take release and get right to the middle of the field. Yeah, you're ready to take release and go. There's going to be 2 halves. You're going to get inside the half. All right? Hey, you got 98s everywhere. John, you go inside, Dwayne's gonna go outside.
All right, Gerald, you get that?
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to set up a play to the corner. Either to the corner or either to the middle of the field with the two receivers outside, wanting one to go inside and one to take outside, kind of maybe trying to confuse the defensive backs and maybe get a ball down in the corner of the end zone somewhere. But with a guy playing deep field.
The penalty was with 1 second left. Please put 1 second back on the clock.
All right, so 1 second left. Of course, you can't end the half on a defensive penalty, right?
Penalty, yeah.
Here's Johnson. Last play of the first half, maybe. Oh, yeah, it is. Johnson sacked by number 21, Harold Hannons.
Another mental breakdown there, caused them to of course, that's one of the things that you want to guard against when you're just going to take one shot at the end zone and the offensive line didn't hold up in that situation.
So it's a 7-7 tie here at the end of the first half. And, it looked like, to me, Gerald, both teams kind of settled down as we got further and further into the action. I mean, 2 quick scores, and then the defense is tightened up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's that emotional thing that I say. They when they start the game off, everybody's so keyed up, so hyped up about what's going on in the game, and then you got to settle down, and then you play football. You find out exactly what you're made of. Coach is going to need to make their adjustments at halftime when they're able to get into their game plan. I don't know if they do it in these high schools, but they have pretty much a script of what's going to happen with the game, and then when they're able to kind of get through some of those plays and get find out what they're able to do, they'll make their adjustments at halftime. In this case, it seems like both teams were very geared up, very keyed up. Once they finally got through most of their scripted plays, probably the defenses now were able to say, hey, we know what they're going to run now. We're going to sit still on what we're going to believe in what we're going to be able to do and stay with it.
All right, let's go downstairs to Justin Wallace. Justin.
Hi, guys. I'm here with Coach Eric Soliday. Coach, tough way in the first half, but a very close game.
Well, it is a good game. Both teams are playing hard and been physical so far, and hopefully we can make some adjustments in the second half and come out and move the football.
What kind of things do you try to change in there?
Well, we're going to have to get some protection for one thing and find a way to give a quarterback a couple seconds to throw the ball.
Tell me about the play of Robert Johnson. He broke the state record in touchdown passes. What does that feel like?
Well, he's done a great job all year, and he's worked hard, and he deserves it. And he made a good play tonight, and that got him that one. And I just hope he gets a couple more.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. We'll go back upstairs to Jim.
All right, thanks, Justin. We'll take a timeout from the Georgia Dome. It's halftime. Charlton County and Americus tied at 7.
Major funding for the Georgia High School Association Championships is provided by. Local broadcast of this program is made possible in part by South Trust Bank. South Trust Bank, specializing in helping small businesses grow in Georgia.
You're watching member-supported GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia.
Christmas! Arthur, wake up! It's Christmas!
Join Arthur and his friends for a primetime holiday special.
On the last night of Hanukkah, all my relatives come over to our house.
My family celebrates Kwanzaa.
My parents and I help feed homeless people. Wow! There!
Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Happy holidays, everyone!
Don't miss this special family viewing event and discover how you can brighten the holidays for children in need throughout Georgia. Sunday, December 24th, only on GPTV.
Years before America's electric cooperatives forged the nationwide alliance Touchstone Energy, neighbors built local systems to power lives and communities. Now Touchstone Energy cooperatives serve homes and businesses across Georgia and are committed to providing state-of-the-art technology to customers large and small. From the one-room schoolhouse to the community and business of tomorrow, trust Touchstone Energy. We are your Touchstone Energy of Georgia cooperatives, the power of human connections.
The world is filled with wonderful surprises. Many of these surprises can be discovered in one place, Store of Knowledge. For anyone who loves to learn, there's the Store of Knowledge.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.
welcome back to the Georgia Dome. It's halftime. Charlton County and Americus tied at 7. Here's the Charlton County marching band.
Hi, guys. I'm here with Assistant Band Director from Charlton County, Dawn Allen. And this is becoming a semi-annual, well, an annual thing for you guys anyway.
Well, quality is an annual thing for Charlton County. We try our best to do our utmost.
Now, how many hours of work went into this big production here?
More than even I like to think about, but it's worth every minute, every minute.
Now, you say the Flag Corps, is it the leader that makes all these props for you guys?
She makes many of the props. She works so many hours. Miss Mindy Thrift, she works very, very hard. We appreciate her.
You getting your tickets to come back next year?
Oh, we're coming. We might as well charter the bus now.
All right, we'll go to the break now at halftime of the 2A semifinal game. Sorry, guys.
Major funding for the Georgia High School Association Championships is provided by
integrity, innovation, accountability, community commitment. We are your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives of Georgia, proud sponsor of high school sports on GPTV and the Georgia High School Association.
This is GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
Sit back and laugh. Enjoy the most hilarious moments of Victor Borge's career. Don't miss the legendary Victor Borge.
Wednesday at 8 on GPTV.
Gas Guy here with Jennifer Thomas, one of the winners of the Georgia Natural Gas Student Athlete Scholarship. Don't miss out on your chance to nominate one male and one female high school senior to become winners of the 2001 scholarships. 2 lucky seniors will receive $2,000 towards college tuition. Call 404-257-4043 for details. Nominations should be sent postmarked by February 15th to the address on your screen.
He was America's greatest composer, changing the sound of our music forever. But one of his biggest hits started out as directions for the subway. Duke Ellington, part of jazz, coming in January.
This is GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.
And welcome back to the Georgia Dome. We're tied at halftime. Charlton County at Americus at 7. The halftime festivities roll on with the Americus Marching Band.
here with Marching Panther Band, Americus band director Michael Thomas. And you guys have been to a lot of contests this season and had a really good year in a contest. How's this compare?
There's nothing like playing in the Georgia Dome. Everybody's excited about it. We've been to Hawkinsville this year and won Sweepstakes Award. We've also been to Warner Robins and came in second in our class. Our biggest thing was when we went to Waycross, Georgia, where we swept the class. We won all classes in the class and came in second place overall. So to play in here is definitely the icing on the cake. We're really excited to be here.
All right, well, we're tied at halftime. Charlton County and Americus, 7-7. We'll be right back.
Major funding for the Georgia High School Association Championships is provided by...
Hi, I'm Jennifer Thomas. I'm here with Gas Guy of Georgia Natural Gas.
Don't miss your chance to win the 2001 Georgia Natural Gas True Blue Student Athlete Scholarship. Call 404-257-4043 for details.
And by IBEW Local 613 and the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center, creating careers for young adults for over 50 years. Local 613 members salute the accomplishments of all students.
You're watching member-supported GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia.
Remember how it made you feel? Carl Sagan's Cosmos was the most popular science program in television history.
The cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff.
PBS proudly presents the best of Cosmos.
The journey for each of us begins here. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
Thursday at 8 on GPTV.
He's been called one of the most recognizable and influential singer-songwriters of our time. Join Gordon Lightfoot for a special evening of his greatest hits. Gordon Lightfoot, live in Reno.
Wednesday at 9:30 on GPTV.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.
Back here at the Georgia Dome, we're tied at the half. Let's go downstairs to Justin Wallace. Justin?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Rich McWhorter of Charlton County. What'd you tell him at halftime?
The biggest thing I wanted our kids to know is, we were really proud of the effort they gave us the first half. Americus is a great football team with great athletes over the field. They really spread us out. The matchups were really tough for us, and we lost some receivers in coverage a few times, and that's what we really got to work on is keeping those receivers in check. Offensively, we feel like that we got to get back to doing what we did at the beginning of the game as far as really letting our offensive line do the job, and we got to get Lamar Williams going. We feel like that the passing game is there for us, and we need to go ahead and take advantage of that at times. Like I said, just really proud of the effort our guys had, and this Americus group, I'll tell you what, they got a great football team, and our guys really got 24 minutes to play, and somebody's going to play next week, and somebody isn't.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. We'll go back upstairs to you guys.
All right, Justin, thanks very much. As you see, the marching band's exiting stage left. I'll tell you, a great first half, Gerald Riggs.
Yeah, that was a great first half. Like I say, all the emotion kind of got out of the game early, and when that happened, then the defenses set in and made for a very, very exciting first half.
We have great first half highlights to show you. In case you missed it, here we go. First of all, it's Vincent Green on a great 20-yard run.
Yep, another one of those plays where, hey, if you get off the blocks, you keep on it from the offensive standpoint, good things happen, big play.
Now talk about a big play. Here's Bama Adams to Marquise Elmore.
Yeah, like I say, that old rule, jam the tight end. They did jam the tight end. He gets a touchdown.
And it was 7-0 Charlton County. Then Robert Johnson with the big run.
Broken play, looking for something to happen as a quarterback and the key player on that team. Sometimes you have to improvise, and he did that, makes a big play to get down there about the 20-yard line.
And, of course, that set up this touchdown pass to Jermaine Allen.
Play they've been killing with all day long. Johnson and the receivers been hooking up on that little slant all day.
There's Harris. John Harris gets the completion there. And then Johnson again from the shotgun all day long out of the shotgun.
Yeah, they started out that way, passing the ball, and hey, it was no secret that they were going to throw the ball downfield.
And, of course, just before the half, a snap that might have cost them 3 points at least.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, minimal mistake at the end of the game. And then, of course, on this play, another sack at the end of half. Kind of took them out of field position for at least a field goal.
And, of course, we're tied at 7 here at halftime. There are your halftime stats. And the passing yards, as you can see, Johnson's throwing the ball an awful lot. In comparison to running the ball, -4. Check that out.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a little off balance again right now. But, hey, the score is still tied 7-7. Both. It's a new game now for the second half. We'll see who comes out at the end.
All right, so there's your first half stats. And, Gerald, I'll tell you, it's we're looking for some great football all day long here at the Georgia Dome. Playing on the high school level, it's really important to build your career on the high school level, because then you can head to college like Arizona State, and then you can head to professional ball like the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, I thank you for getting that little in for Arizona State, even though most people don't think that there's football past, like Alabama or something. But yeah, some of these guys, they're going to have outstanding careers, and, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. The coaches are building young men with character, and that's what these colleges are looking for, guys who are going to get in their programs and help their programs look good. So this is the start of it, and I'm sure you're going to see some names here on this field over at probably playing on Saturday.
And I understand in the state of Tennessee, there's a Gerald Riggs Jr. that's doing very well.
Well, yes, we as a matter of fact, we just won our state championship over there in Tennessee in 3-5-8 down there. So happy people in the area of Red Bank. And we're actually ranked 11th in the nation. So.
Wow, that's pretty impressive numbers. Bama Adams on the return of the kickoff from Jonathan Fry. And Charlton County will go on offense to start the second half.
Now we're going to see if that field position thing kind of plays in again here any at all. Both teams had decent field position in the first half, but you know what? The defense have stepped up. They kind of shut down what both teams do best, with the exception of the pass over there with Americus. But, hey, a very, very good defensive game so far.
All right, if you're just joining us, it's the beginning of the second half between Charlton County and Americus. We're tied at 7. And here we go, Bama Adams, 1st and 10 now from his own 41-yard line. Adams with the pitch to Lamar Williams, and Williams breaks free for a nice game.
I'll tell you what, that's a run that a coach can appreciate. The guy where they string him out a little bit, the guy has to make at some point in time, you're going to have to make something happen. He gets a chance to maybe break a tackle. He did that with a nice stiff arm. Maybe one of those, maybe kind of watching some of that Jamal highlight film or something, but gives the guy a good stiff arm right here. Watch there. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what coaches like to see. And make a big play for about 8 yards.
The stiff arm was at Leonard Pope. Johnson on the stop. 2nd and 2 for Charlton. Adams with the handoff. It's Lamar Williams again. He has the first down and more.
Well, I think this might be kind of a message being sent here to the Americas defense, is that, hey, we didn't do much, from the standpoint of running the ball like we wanted to. We had some success, but you know what? You guys are going to have to get after us to stop us from running the ball.
Fernando Smith and Leonard Pope on the stop, and of course Pope, the tallest guy on the field at 6'7".
6'7". I tell you what, and it's you better learn to get down a little bit too. You don't want guys to get up underneath your pads, but still a good play on his behalf to stop the run.
1st and 10 for Charlton County. The Indians on the move here in the second half. Adams with the handoff to Williams, and Williams breaking tackles as he crosses the 40-yard line.
I think also in the locker room, the coach may have said, listen, we are going to get after these guys. They've stuck with us so far, but I think we're going to out-tough them. We're going to make things happen with the running game. We're going to lay on it. You guys might as well get ready for it, because it's going to be a second half of we're going to keep the ball on the ground until we have to throw it.
There you see big Leonard Pope on the stop. Also, Joe Bruce made the stop, and Americus defense pretty tough up to this point, but I'll tell you what, the Indians have started off this second half, and they're driving pretty quickly here. 2nd and 5 now for the Indians, and it's Adams to Williams again. And Williams picks up maybe a couple.
Well, I don't know if I thought maybe there was a bigger hole there, but Williams may already have been kind of looking for the old gas station. After a couple of tough runs, you kind of get a little winded as a running back, but that's a time when you're going to have to step it up and put that stuff out of your mind And when big play, the holes open up like that, you got to go to your regular reads. He could have probably bounced that one out or something. I'm not down there running the ball, but I know what it's like when you get a little bit tired out there.
Oh, wouldn't you love to be out there, though?
Knowing what I know now, yeah, I would have loved to start all over. But, heck, I had a bad enough time just coming up the stairs.
3rd and 3. Here's Adams. And he rolls left on the option play and keeps it. And it might be enough for a first down.
That was a very, very smart play on his behalf because he gave his blockers a chance to get in front of him. The guys that's on a rollout, kind of a sprint rollout to where, as you can see, the running back ends up leading the play for the quarterback. And he picks it very, very nicely. As you see right here, he's going to jump back inside. Gave the guy a chance to make the block. And that's a smart run by the quarterback. Bam Adams, folks. Remember that name.
I don't think they're going to forget about it. That's for sure. All right. 9.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Adams, a 1st and 10 from the 26 of Americus. And
there it is
like
again.
Somebody jumped offside.
It looks like it was Marcus Campbell again. And I said, once he gets that weight going forward, he's not getting back too quick.
Actually, it was the big number 76, Travis Sims, that jumped off. Yep.
Well, they're both about the same size.
Well, yeah, when you're 6'3",
Yeah, they're both about the same size. I was just thinking, how's it going to be being at Georgia with the name of Bama?
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, I can see the headlines. Bama scores again for Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up with that? Right?
He's going to cause a lot of controversy over there, probably.
It'd be interesting if they ever do play Alabama. Bama beats Bama.
Bama. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't even want to think about it.
It's 1st and 5, and we have a fumble on the snap there.
Yeah, it looks like a little mix-up between the quarterback and the center. Everybody else took off, and it seemed like the ball was still there.
And Bam Adams fell on it.
It's not one of those plays that you want to have, where you get set back here or have a possible fumble. So they better get that straight right now in order to keep this kind of momentum going that they've established so far.
Looks like a bad snap. It looks like Hewling actually snapped the ball late.
False start, offense.
There you go. There you see Coach Soliday. There's your penalties for the game. Americus 6 for 40 yards. Charlton 2 for 10. It could play a critical part.
You're right.
Adams rolls right side, has a man. That is Marquise Elmore. And Elmore is knocked out of bounds.
Well, the big man is getting involved in the game again. And I think he's going to be a big part of it all. As you can see, he's just really hyped up because he made that catch. But he is a very, very important part of their offense. And they get him the ball, and he makes things happen.
I like the way he kind of hides along the line and then just pops out last second.
That's one of those plays. It's kind of like, the tight end delay. And he gets out just for maybe a 5-yard route. In this case, just a 5-yard flat. And it's up to him. Of course, when he gets in space like that, he's going to be a load to bring down.
Indians on the move. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line of Americus. Adams hands off to Williams. He might have picked up a yard if he's lucky. Stopped by number 74, Eddie Sims.
Well, whoever was blocking over there on the outside just didn't sustain their blocks. And when that happens, you're going to get guys flying off, and the running back does not know exactly which way to go, in or out. But in that case, he chose out, which was the wrong way at the time. So they've got to sustain the blocks a little bit better, and they had actually something working on that play at the time, but just didn't sustain the blocks.
The Indians continue their drive, eating up a lot of time here, too. Bama Adams checking it out on 2nd and 8. Great shot from our television crew of Adams at the line. Here's Williams.
Well, they had a play there where I think it would may have been Leonard Pope. I think he was standing on that side. There was nobody else there to block him. No, it was 20. Who was that?
It was Joe Bruce.
Joe Bruce. Okay, well, he had nobody to block him at the time. They kind of had him outnumbered on that play on that side, so he was able to make a big stop for the defense.
And there's Joe Bruce, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior from Americus. 3rd and 6 now. Bama Adams has his team at the 12-yard line of Americus. Adams drops back to pass, in trouble, scrambles, and cannot get out of the hands of Marcus Campbell, the 6'4" senior. The big guy was just a little too quick.
There he is again. Like I said, once he gets his hands on you, you're not going anywhere. This guy here, he can move. He's got good feet. And he comes out the block very, very well.
And a big play pushes the Indians back. And now the question is, do they go for the field goal?
He played that play very, very well with not giving up contain to the outside. See him here, and look how he closed. You know, guys, Bam Adams is not a slow guy. He's very, very quick, and it just shows a lot about his ability. This guy here can come off the ball pretty good.
Big play by Marcus Campbell. There you see the big guy. 6'4", 280. Boy, what I wouldn't do to be 6'4", 280.
What are they feeding these kids these days? What are they feeding them?
4th and 15. Big play here. Bam Adams rolls right, in trouble, and is down. And the sack by number 17, Tim Moore. He's just a sophomore.
Well, I tell you, I tell you that defensively, these guys have settled down. They're not getting rattled by big plays or things that are happening. They're getting after the guys over here at Charlton. As you can see here from the backside, well, not much of an effort by 54 there, but you know, Bama, hey, he's going to make something happen if you don't get a hand on him. But fortunately for them, 17 did.
And a good play. All right, here we go. The Indians lose possession, so it's Americus with the balls. They failed to convert on their 4th down. Coach Soliday hoping his team can now chew up some of the clock and get some points.
They don't need too much time, though. they can get the ball downfield in a hurry with their passing game.
That's Smith running for about 4 yards. Stopped by number 51, Norris Woods.
It's like a little different approach here. Maybe they're going to go for some of that balance, you know, within the offense that they've had all year long, and maybe kind of get a little bit more run, kind of slow these guys down because they are starting to come after them. As we saw just before the half was over with, they were really bearing down on the quarterback. So now they're going to try to, looks like they're going to try to keep them at bay a little bit until they maybe work some little passes around.
I think that would be a good move. 2nd and 5, Johnson calling the signals. Harris in motion. Here's the pitch to Fernando Smith. And Smith goes nowhere. Great defensive play by number 21, Harold Hannins, and number 15, Muhammad Abdullah. Here it is again. Great pursuit.
Takes the pitch out to the right, and I tell you what, one of the things that they need to tighten up on out there is the receivers making the blocks downfield. That time, I think it was Leonard Pope, the big guy, 7-footer, almost 7-footer. He missed the block down there coming down with the safety, which would have gave him an opportunity to probably get in space with one guy to defend.
6'7", 7 feet.
7 feet, almost.
Anything over 6'7", it doesn't matter anyway.
To me, that's pretty good.
And we have a stoppage and play here as Johnson was in the shotgun.
Maybe he's so tall he can't bend over to block all the time. I don't know. But he kind of just missed the guy on that last play. I'm not singling the guy out, but it is crucial for the receivers to do a job out there to make things happen for the running back. And I think if they would have gotten the block, whereas he had 3 guys there, he may have had 2, you know.
Dead ball. Snap infraction against the offense.
Boy, I thought they would have got that stuff together at halftime. You know, it looks like it's still happening right now.
And your penalties are starting to stack up here. 7 against Americus for 45 yards. Charlton still 2 for 10. And now we have a whistle stopping the clock. I'll tell you, it pays to have some height, though, when you're a receiver. I mean, take a look at, like, Randy Moss from the Vikings.
You know, height is crucial with the receivers because of the way the quarterbacks throw the ball nowadays.
Big 3rd and 12 now for Americus. Johnson, screen pass intercepted by Hannins, and he scores. Harold Hannins on the screenplay, popped right in front.
Harold is saying, you know, thanks for my Christmas present already, because that was thrown right to him. You couldn't have played the play any better than he did. He snuffed that out. He was standing there waiting for the screen, almost like he was in the huddle, you know, talking about it. This guy was standing right there in the middle of the field. I don't say the quarterback missed it.
So a mistake by Johnson and Hannins with the defensive play of the game. And now Elmore to attempt the extra point with Bama Adams holding. Big turn of events there, Gerald.
My goodness, that sure was.
And Elmore kicks it through.
I wonder if he's using the square toe, because I've never seen a big guy kick the ball that straight, just straight on. He must have went those square toe shoe around. But anyway, big play though. You're right though.
Those straight on kickers, that reminds me of like Jim O'Brien from the Baltimore Colts. We're going back a few years.
Yeah, you're going back a little bit.
And then of course in that same Super Bowl III, the Jets and the Colts, you had O'Brien kicking, and then for the Colts, and you had Turner for the Jets. All right, here's a replay of the interception. He throws it sidearm to begin with.
And the guy was actually coming on a blitz, looks like, and just so happened to make a heads-up play. Look at him. He was not going to be denied.
No way.
He wanted that touchdown the worst way, and hey, big play for him, big play for Charlton.
Great play by Hannons.
And he knew how to get to the end zone.
Yeah, he sure did.
He sure knew how to get in the end zone.
Yeah, Johnson gave him a shot, but not much.
Well, how many quarterbacks are going to do that?
Right.
I mean, not many quarterbacks really go after. It's kind of like the kicker quarterback thing. Some of them just try to find out, who's going to get the biggest hit.
So Adams to kick it off. It's a short kick, and taken by number 5, Dimitri Leverett. Dimitri Leverett for Americus. That's easy for me to say.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they've got some interesting names out here today anyway. But I wonder if that was a planned kick like that. Sometimes you try to just blop it over the defense, and you've seen a couple of from the NFL to college and everybody trying to do that little thing now where they just knock it over the front line and hope the guys hustle them down and maybe recover the ball.
Charlton County in the lead, 14-7, 5:21 to go, third quarter, and Johnson's back on the field, looking to move his Panthers again. We might be calling an audible here. I'll tell you what, the fans are getting into this game, huh?
Well, with the way things, it takes sometimes something to happen like that. Now the Charlton people over there, they're really geeked up for it.
And the handoff to Fernaco Smith, and Smith with a big pickup. Check out the blocking by the offensive line here.
Another trap with a lead on it, and I'll tell you what, the running back picks his hold nicely. That was a good job of running by that young man there.
And Marquise Elmore and Larry Dasher on the stop for Charlton County. 2nd and 1 from midfield. Johnson calling an audible at the line of scrimmage. Johnson. And the handoff goes to Dasher.
Well, I tell you what, those last 2 plays from the offensive standpoint were just, kind of a signature for the offensive line. They got after these guys on this play. Watch this. They just mowing people down. Great block over there from the right guard. And I tell you what, the receiver gave a good block. He just didn't get outside quick enough, but the receiver knocked the guy down. If he would have seen that a little bit quicker, he had the outside down the sideline probably for a touchdown.
And of course, my mistake for the folks watching at home, it's Joe Bruce was on the carry. Larry Dasher, of course, plays defense for Charlton County. Morgan and Bruce in the backfield, and the handoff goes to Bruce. And Bruce picks up about 3.
Yeah, I really think that Americus is now looking for a little bit more of that balance. As you can see there, they really come out and they're not really throwing the ball, that much. They're saying, hey, we're going to get after them too. We know we can hang with them from the standpoint of our offensive line. It's it's the big guys against the big guys. We're going to see who's going to do it.
Joe's had a good career this season, 877 yards, 7 yards a carry.
That's pretty darn good right there.
2nd and 7, Johnson has his Panthers at the Indian 40-yard line. Here's Bruce again. And, what a stop by Marcus Jackson.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are a couple of guys there who was kind of standing around. I'd like to see all of them as a running back. It's like, guys, help me. I'll take one. You guys take at least some of them.
Mr. Jackson says, you're not going anywhere.
No, you're not gonna move him out too much. Good defensive play, but at the same time, the offense, they're still trying to get after the defensive line.
3rd and 5 for Americus. 3:20 now left in the third quarter. Johnson, quick drop over the middle and incomplete to Jermaine Allen, and a great defensive play by number 4, Marcus Cobb.
Yeah, there was that slant again. This time they run it to the right side, where in the early part of the game they kept running to the left side a whole lot, but They had to play. Actually, the receiver has got to wrap that ball up. Sometimes that's the difference between making a great play and a bad play is when you catch it with your hands as opposed to with your body. You let that ball get closer to your body, the guy has a chance to, to maybe close on a little bit more. If he catches out front with his hands, he probably was able to pull that ball in.
Big 4th and 5 now for Americus as they look to try and even things up here in the semifinal game. Johnson. Fake handoff, rolls right, and fires, and has a man. That is John Harris. Another big reception for John Harris.
I'll tell you what, those two guys have been hooking up all day long. Another great play, another great rollout, and again, this guy throws a nice ball on the run.
Here it is again from the end zone.
They fake that counter-like play or whatever and come back with with the back guy coming across the field like on a drag or whatever, and makes a very, very nice play between the quarterback and the receiver. Johnson, I'll tell you what, this guy has he looks good out there. He looks good throwing the ball.
And Harrison has some pretty good hands.
He does. I'll tell you what, he's made up for a couple of drops that he had in the first half.
1st and 10 from the 22. Johnson calling signals. Harris in motion. The pitch goes to Bruce. Bruce nowhere to go on the left side. Stopped by that good old Snapper Hobbs.
There he is, Snapper Hobbs, folks. That's another one of those great names that we're going to hear from all day long.
Check out the pursuit on this play. They had him covered.
Good block initially, but I'll tell you what, after that, he didn't get much help. I tell you, he was pretty much almost by himself. As
Marcus Campbell had the block.
Campbell, yeah.
Yep, but there was a Snapper who says, oh no, this is my stop.
Well, there's some speed there. I tell you, between Snapper and all those other guys over there on defense, Bama, and they have some speed over on the defense.
2nd and 14 for Americus now. Johnson looking to throw long and has a man. Incomplete at the goal line to Jermaine Allen, number 9.
I'll tell you, bless his heart. He was trying all he could to wait till that ball would come down. And, of course, when that ball is up there that long, as a receiver, you it's like, come down. Please come down. I'm open. I don't want to, I'm running out of space and all kind of things are going through his mind. But I tell you what, right here, you got to make the catch.
Boy, wide open, Gerald.
Yeah, wide open. Great route he ran. Ran the, kind of the fake stop route. Went to the corner. Great play, though. Just didn't quite hook up.
There you see the numbers on Jermaine Allen for the season. 26 yards a catch. 7 touchdowns. All right, a big 3rd and 14 now for Americus. Johnson in the shotgun. Going to try it again. Looking to go up top. And it's tipped and caught. What a play by Clyde Tullis.
Just like I said, it's high school football at its best, folks. This is what we're talking about. Big plays. Things like this are going to happen. This is what they're going to talk about, like I said, the pizza party tonight after the game. Guy tips the ball. Again, the quarterback makes a nice throw. I think that was it he and who was that who tipped the ball went through his hands. Again, great throw by the quarterback.
I believe it was through John Harris.
Yeah, it was Harris's hands again.
There it is right there.
Had a chance right there. He caught the last one with his hands. This time he tried to catch it with his body, and it bangs off his shoulder pads. But heads-up play on behalf of America's player.
All right, 1st and goal now for Americus as they look to tie this thing up with 1:38 to go. And stumbling through the line is Joe Bruce, and he might have picked up a yard. He kind of tripped over his own shoelace.
Well, I think that you said it, stumbling. If he wouldn't have stumbled, probably he would have had a touchdown. He probably had a break off there to the left-hand side. The offensive line really moved him out pretty darn good. But, again, he was stumbling, and when you start falling down, it's that old thing, I'm falling, I can't get up.
Coach McWhorter looking on as his defense has their backs against the wall. 2nd and goal from we'll call it the 2.5. Johnson might be calling another audible at the line of scrimmage. And the handoff to Bruce straight up the middle, and what a stop.
You're right, what a stop. Boy, they
by Antonio Harvey.
Well, Antonio Harvey had that one snuffed out at that time. He was not going to be moved out by anybody.
Check out number 2 on this play on the defense. Antonio Harvey. Bang, right there. You're not going anywhere.
That's what you call meet me in the hole. And that's what he did. So they stopped him. And then, hey, this is another one of those things. It's man on man now. We're going to see who's the better team down here on the goal line.
3rd and goal for the Panthers. There you see your time. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Johnson, handoff, Bruce, touchdown.
They were not going to be denied. They know that they needed that touchdown. They had to get something out of it. They want to go for it on fourth down. I'm pretty sure of that one. Americus now gets the game. Hope possibly can tie us up.
Now I have a question for you. Third quarter, 16 seconds to go. Just trying to entertain some thoughts here. You get Jonathan Fry in to kick the extra point, or do you go for two for the lead?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me see how this guy kicks the ball. I'm going to wait because sometimes the kicking game is not all that great.
Here's Jonathan Fry's extra point attempt. It's up. It's good.
Well, you know,
we are tied at 14.
You always want to play for the win. But if you have a chance to maybe tie it up and get a little something extra going, you know, you don't want to give that opportunity up either. It's tough as a coach. It is so tough as a head coach. And I've been in that situation with coaching, you know, for a couple of years. And I'm like, you know, I'm the guy. I don't like to take any chances. I'll go and try to tie it up if I could. But at the same time, if that team is really if they're pumped up and they, you know, we got something going there, let's go for the 2 points and put it away.
There you see Joe Bruce putting this thing away, taking the low route and scoring these 6 points.
Like I said, I'm glad we don't have a replay because his knees hit the ground and we would have had all that stuff and guys would have been making a whole big mess of it and the game would have been going for another 2 hours because they trying to find out if his knee hit the ground or not. But as far as I'm concerned, touchdown.
If you're just tuning in, you're catching a good one here. We're tied at 14 with 17 seconds left, third quarter. Jonathan Fry will kick off for Americus. And back deep to receive is Bama Adams, the starting quarterback for Charlton County. And here's the kickoff. And it looks like Bama's going to, no, it won't be Bama. It's going to be Williams. Lamar Williams, number 20. Look at Williams go.
Well, I tell you what, he took off. He took off like a little shot out of a cannon there on the special team block. And they did a nice job with opening a big hole right straight up the middle of the field. And I thought he was gone.
Good stop by number 13, Erwin Rutherford. And here's the return by Williams.
Look at that hole. Look at that. There's nobody in the hole. And then I think maybe it was because, the big guy there, number 44, was there. Nobody wanted to hit him. But he was about the only guy who could probably catch us.
11 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Bama Adams. Look at the lineup. Look at the offensive line here, Gerald.
Overload.
And they go to the right side of Lamar Williams. And look at Williams all on his own.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that run.
What an effort by Williams.
Give that man maybe another cup of Gatorade or whatever, but that was a heck of a run by him. I can appreciate that. I love to see kids who put that kind of effort. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't make a difference how big they are. It's great to see that.
Great play by Williams. We have ended our third quarter. We're tied at 14 from the Georgia Dome.
Watching member-supported GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
Join Jose Carreras, Placido Domingo, and Luciano Pavarotti for the holiday event of the year, the Three Tenors Christmas, the first ever Christmas concert from this legendary trio.
Monday at 8 on GPTV.
Gas Guy here for Georgia Natural Gas. We're proud to once again sponsor the True Blue Student Athlete Scholarship in conjunction with the Georgia High School Association. We invite you to nominate one male and one female high school senior to become recipients of the Georgia Natural Gas True Blue Scholarship. 2 lucky senior athletes will receive $2,000 towards college tuition. Call 404-257-4043 for details. Nominations should be sent postmarked by February 15th to the address on your screen.
What a way to start the day.
The economy's up. Taxes are down. My horoscope? Tall, dark, and handsome.
Hello.
Build here, Chief.
Can you say bonus?
Can you say convertible?
The Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Hope when you read the paper.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
This is GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.
3 quarters in the books, 1 to go. We're tied at 14, Charlton County and Americus, in a great football game. All right, Adams for the Indians on 2nd and 3 from the 39. There's a fumble, and Adams falls on it on the 40-yard line.
Boy, that would have been a real big mistake there if they had a mix-up again. It looks like I wonder if the quarterback and the center, they're still having some problems here.
Actually,
no, the running back hits him. Running back hits the quarterback.
Hobbs. Yep.
Yeah.
Number 5, Snapper Hobbs, actually got past Bama Adams.
Yeah. He was going on the fake, and maybe that Bama didn't pull it back enough, and he and the running back kind of bumped together, and that's what happens in that case.
So they lose a yard. It's 3rd and 3. And what a stop by the defense. Snapper Hobbs stopped on the play by the very tough Americus defense.
Well, it looks like they came back to try to run the same play again. Another trap play up the middle. And this time, no way. Americus defended it very, very well, and they shut that down. Big play for them now.
On 4th down, it looks like the Indians are going to go for it with 11 minutes to go in the final quarter. And check out this lineup by the Indians. 3 wideouts standing right next to each other on the left side. Adams now making some adjustments. And here's the snap. Adams rolls left. And nowhere to go. Bama Adams stopped by number 74. Eddie Sims. And also stopped by Robert Johnson.
Well, another one of those things where they just totally got after Charlton on that play. They didn't allow them to get outside, let Bama get outside and string it along. As you can see here, great play by the 32. Oh, man, there's a holding right there. They didn't call that one, but great play on his behalf and able to string him out. And, of course, with their pursuit and their speed over the Americas, they're not going to get outside very much.
All right, so Americus takes over on downs. 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. 10 and a half to go, final quarter. In a great semifinal showdown here at the Georgia Dome. Johnson on the give to number 25, Fernaco Smith. And let's go downstairs to Justin Wallace.
After that last break, Coach Eric Soliday actually came over after the scoring drive and just really told his team that he's proud of the way they responded and that they really had a lot of enthusiasm. And they're tied up. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Justin. So Coach Soliday with some words of wisdom to his football team.
Well, there's probably more words of wisdom than that if they don't step it up a little bit more.
2nd and 5. Johnson on his own 49-yard line. And there's Smith again. Smith might have picked up a couple.
Well, it was a nice little play for him. He just kind of scooted through there. You know, it wasn't a whole lot. Looks like he just found a little crack, and he was able to get through there and get, positive yards is what you want to have, especially at this point in time in the game with a little over 9 minutes to go. You want to continue to have positive yards and sustain a drive. Then maybe you take some time out the clock. You don't want to go down there and get nothing, but you want positive yards every time.
Big play here. 3rd and 1 now for the Panthers. They might try to draw the Indians offside. What do you think?
Well, they got enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
All right, here's
you know what?
Smith
I was just thinking, if they missed, he's gone. Because they had everybody on the line of scrimmage. They had one guy in the back, one guy on the receiver as far as the safety was concerned. And if he would have gotten through that offensive line of scrimmage, he was gone. Look at that. They got about 9 men up on the line of scrimmage.
Look at that little stutter step by Smith.
He gets knocked into the hole. And if he gets through that crack, either 44 is going to have to try to catch him or either safety. He was gone. That usually happens on short yardage plays like that at every level. You miss him, you're gone.
I like that little stutter step, though, by Smith getting through the line there. 1st and 10 for Americus now at the 43 as they continue to build on this drive. Johnson hands off Smith again. That's one thing about this Americus offense I'm kind of noticing throughout the day here. Smith gets a handoff and he gets a handoff, and and then he gets a handoff. And then when they go to Bruce, they do the same thing to him. They run 3-4 straight times.
Well, it seems like they're trying to get their running backs involved, and I tell you what, good running backs, they need the ball a few times. You just can't give the ball to them, every third or so series and expect them to make things happen. These guys are exciting players, and they make things happen all the time where they can get the ball enough, and I think they're trying to do that.
They're also setting themselves up on the reason why they're having so much success on this drive, I believe, is because they're getting some big gains on first downs, setting up a situation like they have now, 2nd and 4.
Well, and that's a key part of the offense. If you're able to cut that down from 2nd down and long, it makes your play selection a little bit more. Well, at least I was going to say, it's going to keep your play selection, probably on the plus side, where you want to really start to look deep and hard for some of your plays. But then you have this happen, where they lose yards on the play. Now it makes it very difficult. Here's Smith on the carry.
And check out Hannons as he fights that block and makes a great play.
Well, I tell you, this guy's been, he's had a problem blocking all day long, and I'm referring to the tall wide receiver out there, Leonard Pope. He's missed some key blocks, and I tell you what, in a game like this, he's going to have to step it up.
A big 3rd and 8 from the 41-yard line. Johnson, fake handoff, rolls left, looks downfield, fires, and it's incomplete. Broken up by number 15, the strong safety, Muhammad Abdullah. And John Harris was the man who was trying to make the big play for Americus.
Well, great break on the ball right here as the quarterback is rolling out. Initially, he's open. Right now, if he was able to throw the ball, the guy was open. But just a couple of steps, and he was able to break on the ball and make a nice play for Charlton. As you can see, he was open for a few minutes. For a couple of seconds, not a few minutes. Not going to make it sound like he was open all day long, but a couple of seconds he was open, though.
Great camera work by our crew, as usual. 7.5 to go, 4th quarter. This is a big play, Gerald. 4th and 8 for Americus. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looks downfield, has a man. It's John Harris, and he dropped. No,
he caught the ball. He caught it. It hit his hands and was going down. But I tell you what, if he was not falling, he would have not been able to control that ball. But he fell, and the ball fell right back into him. So great play on his behalf. These guys, I told you, they've been hooking up and making some big things happen. And this is another one that keeps the drive going. As you can see, he beats that's Bam out there.
Yeah, he beat Bam Adams.
Yeah, he beat Bam Adams out there, and he was open on the play. Quarterback put it in a place where only his receiver can get the ball. So good connection between the two of those players.
So a big first down by Americus as they keep the drive alive. 7:27 to go, 4th quarter, time running. Here's Johnson. And it's Smith again, number 25, Fernando Smith.
Well, you see Charlton's going to make it difficult for him. They're not going to let him run on him and really beat them with any big plays. So these guys they really kind of stuffed the line of scrimmage that time. They had enough guys in the box to shut the run down.
And, of course, you see Marcus Jackson there, number 69, with the big defensive stop, Coach Saladay. Cheering his team on as they look to try and take the lead during the 4th quarter.
At this point in time, during the game, you kind of wonder if coaches are just trying to play it safe, and not give up anything, or are they actually going to continue to go for that end zone and get the touchdown, knowing that it's going to put a lot more pressure on the other team.
Johnson calling an audible at the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 9. And the pass incomplete to John Harris. That would have been an incredible catch if he caught that one.
If he would have caught that one, I tell you what, I would have walked out there and patted him on the back myself. But again, he kind of rocketed that ball out there. It shows that he has an arm. He could get it out there if he had to. But a little stop route. They didn't quite get that one connected. But I tell you what, this is going to be almost the perfect time for them to run that slant again. Don't be surprised if they come back with that one here, because the play's been open all day long. They probably only have one drop pass. Well, the only time they haven't hooked up with it.
There's Johnson's stats on the day. A good day, 196 yards, 13 of 22, a touchdown and 1 interception. Of course, that interception cost him 7 points. Here's 3rd and 9 now. Big play from the 19-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Rolls left. Fires. And complete to John Harris. So there's John Harris again with another big reception on a big 3rd down play.
Well, you're going to have to call him hot and cold, because he drops one and he catches one, and he drops one. But I tell you what, he's making big plays when they need him. And he's made 2 big plays in a row now, pretty much, with a long play on the other side of the field. And now with the rollout, And look at there. Now he catches that with his hands, pulls it in. Nice job.
That's a tough play for a quarterback, too. You're rolling left like that when you're a right-hander. That's not an easy throw to make.
That's a very difficult play to make. And as you say, this, look how he gets it out there. He has a great arm, and he puts the ball right where it needs to be put on. And I'll tell you what, the receiver, that's when he's got to step up and make a play. You can't go out there and just and let those passes get dropped all the time.
So the Panthers on the move, and you see the day that Harris has had. 7 receptions for 129 yards, an average of just over 18 yards a catch there, Gerald.
He's having a big day, big day. Hopefully now they can go down and score. It would make it all the better.
First and goal from the 6. Johnson hands off to Fernando Smith, number 25. Smith having a busy day, as is Joe Bruce.
And there's that man. I think it was
Marcus Jackson.
Was it Marquise in there too?
Yep. Marcus Jackson, though, was the made man on the stop. There's Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And look at Jackson.
Well, Marquise was in there first. He got there pretty much first to him. I didn't see him coming through there like that. I thought it was one of the defensive linemen, but it was a linebacker shooting the gap and making a big play.
Second and goals. They picked up a yard. Coming up on 5.5 to go in the final quarter. Johnson fakes the pitch, rolls right. Johnson has an opening. But boy, did that close up quick.
Well, he came so close to making that play.
Great play by Antonio Harvey.
Yeah, he made a nice move to kind of get away, but didn't quite get in the end zone.
And here's the replay. Now check out Bama Adams here. He's on Harris, but then as he sees the quarterback roll out,
he closes pretty quick.
Yes, he does. Bama wasn't going to let John Harris catch that touchdown pass.
Not that time.
No way. All right, here we go. A third and goal now. Handoff and touchdown for Fernando Smith.
Well, they made it look easy on that play, but I tell you what, that America's offensive line is kind of taking control of the game right now. They've got to do something on the Charlton side, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble for the rest of this game. But America's is taking control on the offensive line.
Smith with the touchdown. Jonathan Fry on to attempt the extra point. It's 20-14 Americus. And the extra point is no good. And Gerald, I'll tell you what, that could prove to be quite interesting as we head down the final 4:43 of the final quarter here.
Well, you asked me that question early on about, going for the 2 points or whatever. I said the kicking game, if that's going to happen. Yeah, look at Charlton County. Yeah, well, it's 20-14. Now, just a touchdown could possibly put this game away. And with 4 minutes left, that Charlton's they're going to try to grind it out and make sure they run as much time off the clock as they could.
That's the difference in your ball game right there. The Fernando Smith touchdown run, giving Americus a 20-14 lead with 4:43 left in the fourth quarter. Great game, Gerald.
It is a great game. You talk about two teams, like I say, who've had a pretty easy run to get to this game. But now, when you get the defenses like both teams have, offenses like they both have, it makes for an exciting game. Now we're getting down to what we call the cutting time to see who's going to really stick around now. It's either if you're for real or you're for Roney. We're going to find out who's going to be left standing at the end of this game.
This is what's so exciting about high school sports is the fact that you have so much support. I mean, the band, the fans, they just showed a shot of the cheerleaders. I mean, everybody's behind their football team, and that's what it's all about, really.
Well, both sides brought a lot of fans here. You look up on the Charlton side, they're well represented with their fans, and I'm sure the same thing with Americus.
Jonathan Fry with the kickoff. Marquise Elmore with the return. Look at Elmore go. I saw a little high-stepping going on.
He had a little giddy-up in there, I think, guys. He thought he was getting ready to go somewhere, and I thought he was too. But I'd like to see this guy in the open field. He's a monster out there. Look at his size. Look at this guy.
6'4", 235 pounds.
I think and I think that was probably before breakfast too.
Look at Elmore go. Here it comes right here, the high step. Hey,
oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on to the ball, though, buddy. Some guys they always want to run. They always want to get their glory, but you got to hold on to the ball. It's a whole different story then.
First and 10 for the Charlton County Indians on their own 42. Bama Adams, handoff, Lamar Williams. Lamar Williams goes left side, breaks loose, and is finally brought down.
Oh, get a play.
Number 13, Erwin Rutherford.
And it looks like they get a face mask at the end of the play on that. Great run by him to bounce it outside and try to make something happen. Good stiff arm, and sometimes the defensive player has no choice but to grab onto what he can, or else it's a touchdown. And this guy, in this case, grabbed onto the face mask.
And I think he's going to be against Rutherford. There you see it, a face mask call.
Now the thing now is what kind of penalty is it? Is it the 5 or the big one? Look at here, is the offensive line. They sustain the block. See, that's what's key. It gives the running back a chance to make something happen. And he bounces it out, gets downfield, gives him a good stiff arm there. Oh, great stiff arm. Well, who was this penalty against?
Yeah, really.
It's like
it looked like he gave his face mask.
I know. It's like, come on, guys, give me a break here. I make the tackle, but
face mask, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, he must have just touched it or something. Yeah, but it looked like he got the worst of it.
I guess that's all it takes, huh?
Yeah, that's all.
Coach Soliday not exactly very happy. The penalties are building up against Americus now. 8 penalties for 50 yards. Charlton still 2 for 10.
Could come back to bite him.
Adams hands off to Williams. Williams gets to the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you what, that time, boy, who's a Chad Holt, makes a nice play to come in the backfield and kind of stuff that play, make the running back go, kind of change the direction and, didn't get to the line of scrimmage to see what he wanted to, and ended up getting a stop at the line of scrimmage.
Number 74, Eddie Sims, you just saw in that picture, he also played a major role in that stop. Lamar Williams, I tell you what, almost time to bring out the oxygen.
Well, I tell you, hey, this is the time. This is the time where you're going to, as a running back, you want the ball in this situation. You want to be out there and you say, hey, keep feeding me, keep feeding me. Like Jim Brown said, the ball's not heavy. So you guys got to keep at it.
Was it tough as a running back for you, high school, college, and pro, when you got down to this point, ran the ball 20, 25 times?
We'll try like 40. It's 20, 25. And a situation like this, and we're behind, you're going to get it as much as they could possibly give it to you.
Adams on the roll. He's looking to get some more here, and he's out of bounds. Stopped by Joe Bruce.
I'll tell you what, Bruce kind of turned on the Jets himself there as Bama tucked the ball away, knowing that he was going to have to get outside. But Bruce, he took off himself.
Here's the play again as Adams with the fake handoff rolls right, looks for a receiver, and then decides I'm going to keep this thing. And look at Bruce on the pursuit.
He closed pretty darn quick. Like I say, they've got some speed over there on the Americus side. And it just shows you right there that, hey, Bama's having a tough time getting outside today. He's not able to make some things happen like he's accustomed to. Maybe a little frustration may be setting in.
Jim Ginocchio, Gerald Riggs from the Georgia Dome. 3:56 to go in the final quarter with Americus leading 20-14. And Bama Adams takes a hit. Ball's tipped in midair. And we might have a turnover. No, they say incomplete pass.
It was close, but not quite a turnover. But I tell you what, this is what I'm saying with the Americas defense. These guys are really hyped up right now. They got the score, they got the lead, and it looks like the defense is saying, hey, we're going to go and take this game. And that's what it's about. They say championships are won with defense. It looks like Americas is making that stand.
Great pressure by Tim Moore, and the ball was tipped by Eddie Simmons and almost intercepted, as you can see right there.
Very, very close.
By the defense. By Chad Holt. So Holt almost comes up with the big play. And the Indians are left with a tough 4th and 11. Now, Gerald, 4th and 11, you're down by 6, 3:50 to go. What is Coach McWhorter telling his offense?
Well, there is again.
Hang on one second. We're going to hang out. We're going to listen to the Americas defensive huddle. Here we go. Sorry, Gerald, didn't mean to cut you off. So what's McWhorter telling his offense?
Well, I tell you what, they're over there telling his offense that we've got to make a play, guys. Somebody's got to step up right now. They may put the ball in the hands of the best man. That's Bama. And so if he gets a chance to make something happen, he probably will. But on the other side of the defense, they're having somebody to watch him. They're saying, hey, listen, don't let this guy out. Don't let him have a big play. And if they pass the ball, everybody make sure their assignment pure and don't have any breakdowns.
3 wideouts to the right side. Bam Adams rolls left and throws deep and has a man. He falls down. Elmore fell down on the play.
Well, they're looking for a flag, but I'd have to say that was a good no call there.
I think Elmore just tripped over the defenders.
Yeah, I think he did.
Shoes there. Robert Johnson on the play against Elmore.
Well, I'll tell you what, one guy came clean. This is what, as an offensive line, you can't have this. You know, you're trying to get make something happen with maybe with one play or possibly your last play. The offensive line can't afford to have any breakdowns, and they did. Made him throw the ball a lot faster a lot quicker than he probably wanted to. And the receiver ends up tripping down the field. So a lot of things that didn't happen on that play that I'm sure they weren't very happy with.
A situation that the Indians and Coach McWhorter are not used to being in. Down 6 points with under 4 minutes to go. Americus with the ball on their own 37-yard line. Johnson hands off to Bruce.
Great defensive play that time. They're stacking the line of scrimmage now, trying to make sure that they, if these guys are going to run the ball, they're not going to have any big plays. And of course, if you continue to get first downs here, it's going to hurt you. With a little over 3 minutes left to go in the game, they've got to put some pressure on their offense. And by doing that, they stack the line of scrimmage. 8, 9 guys up on the line of scrimmage right now.
Dasher and Hobbs on the stop. They also got to think now, Charlton County, if they make these stops as the clock continues to roll, eventually they're going to have to call some timeouts here so they can save some time for their offense, right?
No doubt about it. They have to get some plays in here to stop them. That's the only way to stop that clock. They try to hold in as many timeouts as they can.
2nd and 10. Johnson over the middle. Has the big guy. Leonard Pope.
That size finally pays off, guys. We've been looking for this guy all day long to catch some passes. And here, big play, probably the biggest play of his career right now in high school. That wouldn't hurt right now. Charlton did not want that to happen. But you know what? They pretty much gave it. The safety was playing so deep, he was playing almost 20 yards off of the ball. You got a dump pass to the tight end, it was there all day long.
And it looked like Marquise Elmore tipped the ball and ends up in Pope's hands. I tell you, that's when it pays to be 6'7".
Yeah, he's 6'4", so he could, that extra 3 inches just didn't work.
Here's Johnson. First down from the 40. That's Bruce. And Bruce picks up 5 yards.
It's positive yards. Like I say, you want to, at this point in time in the game, you want to hold on to the ball. You want to grind it out. You want to make sure that at some point in time they start to use their timeouts. And I think that's what Americus is trying to get them to do right now. And I'm kind of surprised that the coach has not at least, gone with some timeouts right now. They've, it's right at 2 minutes left to go in the game, and they haven't used any.
There's your timeouts remaining. Americus has all 3. Charlton's already used 1.
Well, I don't think he needs to save them to go back to Charlton. Got to start stopping the clock pretty soon.
2 minutes to go in the final quarter. Johnson with the handoff. This is Bruce again. And he's brought down
that was a big
Elmore
play.
And also Abdullah.
Now that was a big play for Charlton right there. That puts Americus in a position now where they have to. Well, they're going to have to try to figure out something now because it's a 3rd down play with a long way to go. Do they risk, possibly making a pass and maybe get an interception or something, or maybe another sack to move it back a little bit more and put them in a punting situation where they can maybe get a block, or maybe, of course, put the ball in Bam Adams' hands, make something happen. We're still, with guys like this with Bama, they tend to step up in games like this, and it just takes one thing to happen because they're so used to it.
Now listen, hey, listen, supervisor sprint right, 96 deep. I got 2 guys on the end. He should make a play. Can't, just got to be blind side of the field. Let's go, boy.
One left.
Hey, 96 deep.
Well, looks like they got a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to figure out what kind of play they were calling, but I think they may try to run the ball here again. He was talking about 2 guys on the end. The passing situation, I don't think they're going to try to throw the ball out there and keep it going. I think they may try to. Well, he's in the shotgun. So
this is probably the season right here for Charlton County. A big 3rd and 10, 1 timeout remaining. In the shotgun is Johnson. And he takes the snap, rolls right, pressured in the backfield. Johnson still on the loose and throws it deep, has a man in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, I tell you what.
He was going for John Harris again.
He was going for John Harris, but he had all of the field on that side to run, but he chose to throw the ball. I thought he was going to take our running. If he would have took our running, I think they would have probably met him at the goal line.
Great throw here by Johnson.
Actually, I think there was another situation where they weren't ready between the center and the quarterback again. They snapped the ball a little bit early. Now watch all the... Well, if he would have got by that one guy, I thought he had more field than that. But again, that was a great defensive play there for them.
Antonio Harvey knocks down the ball. And here's a good shot of Harvey knocking it down. Actually, Harvey never touched the ball.
I tell you what, it's another one of those things where he hit him in the hands. And just,
4th and 10 now. 4th and 10, they're going to punt the ball, so Charlton County's going to get it back. And it's blocked. A blocked punt. And look at this roll, Gerald. Sometimes the ball just bounces the right way.
When it's your day, it's your day. It looks like Americus, got off the hook on that one. Actually, Charlton, I thought they were going to get a flag on there with maybe a roughing the kicker, but the official decided to say, hey, he was blocked into the player, and we're just going to call it off. We're not going to allow it to stand.
There you see Coach McWhorter.
Well, this is it.
This is a true test. Here's the block punt again.
Yeah, and they come up the middle. Yeah, well, maybe he was blocked into the guy, but...
that was Marquise Elmore.
Yeah,
with
Marquise Elmore, huh?
What a game Elmore's had.
He's had an outstanding game.
Elmore also blocked the punt in the quarterfinal game against Cartersville, so he's quick on special teams. He's done it a couple
of times this year, that's right.
All right, 1st and 10 for Charlton County on the 12-yard line. 88 yards to go. And there's the pass completion. He stays in bounds, though, which keeps the clock running. That's Harold Hannons, number 21. So Adams to Hannons on the completion and a 1st down, but the clock continues to move. Actually, they'll stop it for to move the chains. Here's Adams again.
Timeout. What?
What a hit by Fernaco Smith.
Well, I'll tell you what, these guys have been hitting all day long. This has been with the exception of a couple of bad plays here and there, this has been a very, very well-played game. Defensively, offensively, you couldn't have asked for a better game right now. This guy, go down to the wire. This is what playoffs is all about.
There's your timeout situation. Charlton County has just taken their last timeout. So with 1:20 left, Gerald, are we looking at quick outs basically to march downfield, or are we looking for a big play here?
Well, with them trying to stretch the field, and of course, Bam Adams, that time the receiver's going to have to realize that they've got to get out of bounds. If they're going to be throwing plays like that, the receivers have got to get out of bounds. They've got to get maybe 1st downs. I think somewhere along the line they're going to take a shot at a deep ball maybe to see if they can maybe catch them off guard or whatever. But they've got to continue to have some positive plays. They can't have a lot of drops and a lot of breakdowns where they continue to be in 2nd and long. 3rd and long, or have a bad play here.
All right, here's Bama Adams on 1st and 10 from the 23. He scrambles and is taken down by number 17, Tim Moore. The sophomore has had a huge game.
Well, on the other side of the ball, this is where the coach said, listen, guys, it's all or nothing. Pin your ears back. Let's get to the quarterback. Make him throw the ball. Make something happen. And this is one of those cases where they did so. And the clock is still running. They have no timeouts. And the defense right now, these guys have their ears back. Those front 4 guys.
Under a minute to go. Adams scrambles and takes off. Looking to go out of bounds. Smart play by Bama Adams as he gets out of bounds. Did not get the 1st down, though, as Erwin Rutherford, number 13, pushed him out.
Well, now it's really a big play. Even though it's short, they have no timeout. So, they're going to have to get the 1st down with some good yards on this play. Because they can't just say, well, we'll try something real kind of conservative and don't get the 1st down. It's over with at that point in time. So they've got to really be aggressive on this play.
Bama knows this is the play right here. Need a 1st down. It's 4th down for the Panthers. 47 seconds to go. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. Here's Adams. Drops back, and fires right side and complete
Big play.
to number 21, Harold Hannons.
Big play. That was, I mean, at least to keep the ball going, because Americus had a chance right there to shut them down, and they did.
So the time stops for the chains to be moved, and Adams gets his offensive line ready to go so that once those chains are set, the Indians can get that play going. Here we go. 42 seconds left. Adams slams the ball to the turf to stop the clock with 37 seconds left.
Yeah, he needed that first down to be able to do that, and that's what they were able to accomplish. Now they've got, 37 seconds left to go in the game. The coach over there, everybody's on Charlton's side. I see fingernails and stuff flying out from everybody biting the nails. So this is what you call playoff football, folks, and it's exciting. It's great to have this for Georgia football, but I tell you what, that Charlton team, they played a heck of a game, and so have Americus. And everybody out there who's watched this game today, you have to say that this is, like I said, a well-played game between two teams that really deserve it. No one deserves to lose this game.
All right, Bama Adams has his team up to the line on second down from the 40. Adams looks left, doesn't have a man, finally runs out of bounds. Chased out of bounds by number 5.
I knew it was coming out. I had a feeling that they would call it. Guy touched, kind of ran him down and hit him in the back of the head, I guess. I don't know what you want to call that, but a really what we call bonehead play in NFL ball. You don't do that. You got to have a guy in a situation where he runs out of bounds. You go and do something silly like that, and then guess what? They tack on, a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. You don't need that.
And here it is right here. Leverett with the hit on
clearly
Adams
out of bounds.
Right there.
Clearly out of bounds. You don't do that.
Leverett
you clearly just don't do that.
Only a freshman.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Hit out of bounds against the defense.
Well, this changes the scenario around just a little bit here.
It changes a lot, and I tell you what, the coach said, son, come over here and sit by me. We can't have that out. You can't have you out there at this point in time. This is too crucial a time of the game when they have plays like that.
Everybody on their feet at the Dome. 30 seconds left from the 30. Adams looking left, fires, and incomplete to Elmore on the left sideline. So there's 24 seconds left now, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, Bam Adams had his mind made up that he was going to throw that ball to him no matter what. And certainly so. He's a big guy. We think that he can probably out-jump some of those guys over there, but you got to be cautious about this right now at this point in time. 25 seconds left. You don't want to make a big mistake like that. Give yourself a chance. Continue to make a big play.
Bama Adams, a great ball game for the Indians. Looking to lead his team into pay dirt as they look to tie this thing up. 25 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Adams drops back. Looks left and has his pass deflected in the backfield by Tim Moore.
Big play by Tim Moore. This guy was relentless. He was trying to he was not going to be denied getting to the quarterback. And I think the quarterback, the coach over on the sideline is telling these guys, listen, we just need a few more plays. You guys, a couple more plays, continue to get after him. We've got to suck it up right now. Defensively, I'm sure they're tired. They're blowing it out down there pretty good. But you've got to keep after him right now. And on the other side, Bam Adams, they're just, hey, coach, give me something. We got to have something that's going to work right now. I want to win this game. I want the ball in my hands. I'm going to make something happen. And we're still seeing the results of a very, very good football game.
Adams has his team in the huddle. 3rd and 10 with 20 seconds to go. And we have a flag on the field. And this is going against Charlton County.
How can you do that? As a
too much time.
Yeah, too much time. The coaches, they're
delay a game, offense.
They're trying to come up with something, trying to come up with some kind of play. But at this time in the game, kind of go with what's been working or whatever. Or if you have something there that's already used, don't try to go into your bag of tricks. At this point in time, it's this is down to the wire. Do something that your team is familiar with and that they can work with.
Lowndes came up with a bag of tricks last year in the Dome. They came up with a hook and ladder in this situation, but I don't think Charlton's going to try that. Here's a lob pass over the middle. Looks like it's intercepted, and it is by number 32, Chad Holt.
Chad Holt has had one heck of a game, and what a way to close it out. with Holt making an interception. Boy, gosh, you know, you feel bad for a guy like this. You know, he pretty much laid out. Bama Adams, you know, going for the screen here. They had the screen pretty much snuffed out. He tried to throw the ball over here, just trying to throw it away mainly. I guess maybe he was trying to do that.
Over Jamar Williams' head.
Yeah.
Timeout. Blue.
Where's the instant replay? That's what we need in this situation. But no, they had it snuffed out. And credit to America's defense. They didn't, they put so much into it to where those guys pin their ears back and they go to the quarterback and forget responsibility. You know, there's always, on the defense, you have responsibility. Some guys have responsibility for the screen. Some guys have responsibility for outside contain. Well, it looks like the guys who had to play the screen played it well. I don't know if they were expecting it, but they played their responsibility.
Well, it looks like they might be on their road to that state championship. What a Christmas present that will be.
It will be.
For the folks in Americus if they can pull it off in 2000. 12 seconds to go. The winner plays the winner of tomorrow's Cook-Washington-Wilkes game. Wow, did you see that guy go airborne? Wow.
Yeah, you want to be careful about that, though.
That was Larry Dasher.
You want to be careful about that, because some coaches kind of don't like to see that sort of stuff. And, it's been a great game, and I'd hate to see it be marred with some kind of, silly incident at the end. But, like I say, great game between two teams who deserve to be here, and they showed people what they were made of today.
So Chad Holt comes up with the big interception to put the icing on the cake. Americus beats Charlton County in the AA semifinal 20-14. We'll take a timeout. Back to the Georgia Dome in just a moment.
Major funding for the Georgia High School Association Championships is provided by. Local broadcast of this program is made possible in part by South Trust Bank. South Trust Bank, specializing in helping small businesses grow in Georgia.
You're watching member-supported GPTV, your PBS station, serving Atlanta and all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
Sit back and laugh. Enjoy the most hilarious moments of Victor Borge's career. Don't miss the legendary Victor Borge.
Wednesday at 8 on GPTV.
Teamwork is required to succeed in school, athletics, work, and life. IBEW Local Union 613 and the National Electrical Contractors Association have been using teamwork for over 50 years to create electrical industry careers for young Georgians through the Atlanta Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Center. IBEW Local 613 is proud to support GPTV, high school academics, and athletics. Local 613 salutes all Georgia students and educators.
This is member-supported GPTV, a 9-station network serving all of Georgia. GPTV, bringing you the best.
You're watching the Georgia High School Association Football Championships on GPTV.